Okay, where the dead rest. Last week, the party continued to grapple with the sudden reemergence of Nicole Sterling, aka Lady Silver. We started with the mysterious whereabouts of Dove, who had disappeared the session before. As it turns out, she'd sought out Nicole, fully intending to kill her, but felt conflicted at the last moment and ran off to visit her parents' graves in the nearby graveyard. She began by paying her respects, but quickly got distracted by some magical mist emanating from a nearby grave, the hopefully final resting place of one Lord Swiftwind, the renowned and recently executed necromancer. Seeking answers, Dove, either bravely or stupidly, dug into the grave, encountering a wild, powerful necromantic force. Dove ran to hide behind the protection of her parents' headstones, only to see their spectral forms for the first time, creating a shield to protect her. Windsire and Oragrace Quickspell told her they had made a pact with the fairy patron before Dove was born, offering their undead servitude in exchange for Dove's protection. They told her to escape the danger and retrieve the coral as soon as possible, as it is connected to the fairy patron. Meanwhile, Dominic, Eleanor, Nicole Sterling, and a doubly charmed and brainwashed Fitz rode towards the Blumette estate, as the ritual to restore Fitz to his pre-brainwashed state required some rare magical plants to complete. Meeting Heather Blumette at their gorgeous flowery home, the group was forced to come clean to their friend and be honest about the help that they needed from her. Dominic, feeling a little useless and also uncomfortable in his mother's presence, wandered off, only to bump into the kind and quiet Lily Blumette. The two bonded over their similar experiences of feeling maybe second best in their family lines, and Dominic promised to call upon her sometime soon, which is fine. Inspired by her positive relationship.
Your hair looks amazing today, Brooklyn.
Oh, thank you. I thought of you when I did it, actually.
Fantastic.
So pretty, but so's Lily. So pretty.
Inspired by Lily's positive relationship with her magic, Dominic went off to a quiet place to experiment more with his blood magic, being careful not to burn the library down in the process. Back in Heather Blumette's bathroom, I believe, is that correct? Is that where it was that it happened? Eleanor faced the daunting task of magically restoring Fitz's mind. Nicole and Heather prepared a salve of sorts, and Nicole told Eleanor she needed to incorporate something of Fitz's body or something into the spell. Eleanor braced herself, and in a moment of pure magical inspiration, she kissed Fitz directly on the mouth, infusing their breaths with a combination of detect thoughts and dispel magic. Miraculously,
he's so
Alexander
hot,
Fitzpatrick,
and you're gagging.
Sorry, it's not my type.
He is pretty hot.
It was purely business, okay?
Purely
it really was.
business related.
Miraculously, Alexander Fitzpatrick returned to himself in Eleanor's arms, and the two platonically
Fitzgerald.
hugged in a moment of catharsis and gratitude.
Fitzgerald. Yeah.
I thought we went over this already. I wrote
We did. You thought it was
Fitzgerald
Fitzpatrick last time.
Dadgummit. Okay. Fitzgerald returned to himself in Eleanor's arms, and the two hugged in a moment of catharsis and gratitude. Fitz, grateful for being rescued, and Eleanor, grateful for finally feeling a stronger purpose in her pursuit of magical knowledge. The Blumette party celebrated their success until Eleanor asked Lady Heather after the whereabouts of Dahlia, revealing to the concerned mother that the party had involved her eldest daughter in their dangerous escapades. Heather Blumette shared that she expected Dahlia to have gone back to work in the menagerie after her incident at the Divine Estate. No hard feelings from Heather Blumette, from what we understand.
Because she's amazing.
She's great. We love her. Speaking of the Divine Estate, let's check in with Nicholas, shall we? Disguised as his mother, Nicholas Sterling was holding down the fort within the Temple of Balon, ensuring that no one would notice Lady Silver's absence while she was off helping to save Fitz. The High Bishop of Balon had closed in on him, asking if Nicole... Is it High Bishop? Or
yes.
Archbishop? Okay, it is High... Okay.
The Bishop.
I meant to check before this. Sorry. This is almost done. This is a long recap, but we're very
doing amazing.
The High Bishop of Balon had closed in on him, asking if Nicole had provided her sacrifice for the day. Nicholas revealed his hand, where he had indeed offered a blood sacrifice to the goddess of love earlier that day, To which the High Bishop replied by fully licking Nicole/Nicholas's bleeding palm. Nicholas noticed a sort of glamour covering the High Bishop's face, and in a moment of great perceptiveness, saw that it was in fact Prince Solomon Shadowby himself, under the guise of Balon's highest-ranked priest. Expertly navigating the conversation as Nicholas does, he discovered that his mother knew of some crypt that the High Bishop/Prince expected her to oversee. Politely escaping the conversation, Nicholas took off as soon as he could to find said crypt. Deep within the tunnels under the temple, he found a tomb wherein lay the body of the actual dead High Bishop of Balon, with all of his powerful priestly possessions contained within. Nicholas listened to the devil dove on his shoulder and swiped the artifacts and journals and things, and then hurriedly made his way to meet actual dove at their carriage parked outside the estate. The two grave desecrators bantered during the ride. Nicholas unable to help pressing Dove's buttons. We ended the session with them arriving at the Blumet estate, moments away from reconvening with the rest of the party. Meanwhile, the last thing that we saw was Dahlia Blumet indeed safe at the Mystical Menagerie?
Mystical Menagerie.
Mythical. Okay, your stuff cut out. At her place of work, and there was a necromantic force that seemed to sort of emanate from the body of the Kelpie that she was examining, and danger may be coming soon to her, but we do not know. The end.
Yay!
An information for yourself. Take a second to give a friend.
Oh no! Who am I going to give it to? Who doesn't have one?
I don't.
Oh no! I can't do this. Can I choose later?
I don't have any either. I used them
no!
all up.
I'm gonna.
I'll give you. You know what? I'll give you a second one that you can give to someone at any time, so you don't have to be in the scene with them.
Okay.
If they really need it, then you know.
Yeah, remind me. I will forget.
It's a moment of pure peril, and then no one will feel bad.
I will call upon my new fairy patron to assist you in some way. Let's see. Where'd my dice go?
Oh, canceled.
That was lovely.
Lovely.
That was a long one.
Thank you.
Thanks for. I had to make up for all the ones I've missed recently, so get more screen time.
Thank you for doing the recap. That's very helpful, mostly for me. Well, I can only speak for myself, but it's very helpful for me. Okay.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Reconvening at the Blumets.
Yes.
Our intro to Chapter 23 of Shadows and Blood Ties, a Regencia story, is a letter that Nicholas receives.
Oh. How about that? Immediately?
Now,
Wait.
Get letters.
A raven finds you, Nicholas. Right as you're walking in to the Blumet's home.
Man.
And you and Dove are going in, but this raven kind of comes and alights upon a cement garden statuette outside of their manor house and caws at you with its beak clamped on this letter. And you can take it.
Hey, look at that raven over there.
Yeah.
I'm also here.
I think it's got something in its beak. Let me grab it.
Is that mail?
Apparently.
We just got a letter.
I
Spits it
never
out.
get letters.
I don't get letters either.
You see, I know this campaign had many less letters expected. You see upon the seal enclosing this letter, the symbol of the wax seal is purple,
Oh God.
stand into it is the shadowy sigil.
Okay. Nicholas will hey, look at that, Dove. Think they want to cut off my head?
How much do I know? I don't know anything about the High Bishop, right? You didn't tell me about that in the carriage ride, did you?
I told Eleanor over the walkie-talkie.
Was I listening at that point? I don't remember. Was that earlier or was that later? That would have been later. I was listening. Yes.
I think that was later.
How did they know where you were?
I don't like it, but he'll pop the wax seal and see what it says.
Are you going to read it on the doorstep there?
Yep, no need to bring bad news into the house if I don't have to.
Are you ready?
No, but yes.
Let me change the music.
We need spooky music? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to change it.
A very heartfelt letter.
Maybe unsettling, disarming.
Oh God, they do want my head.
Here, let's try this. We'll see how it goes.
Maybe romantic.
I was gonna play the Shadow Beast.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
I have to tell you about Table. When I found out Solomon was maybe a bad guy, Seth was like, "Oh, what's he been doing lately?"
Killing high bishops.
What has Solomon been doing? My goodness. He's been making his cult. Okay.
Cult leader.
I'm going to read this letter instead of have you read it, only because it's a little bit of a monologue here. So, is the music on? Do I need it up?
It's on.
Okay, I'm just going to turn it up a bit on my end.
Can y'all hear it?
Yes.
Dear Lord Erling, I find myself intrigued by your arrival at the festivities this year. When discussing battle matches this year, my father made it clear to me that I seek a strong marriage to help our house. While he did not write out and state it, his meaning was clear. I was not to even consider Sterling, even if it was just for tea. Then you appeared on the scene in such grandiose fashion that none could ignore you. My mother the Queen began to discuss with me what a catch you might be, and a hidden gem in the rough. Until you walked over, boldly spoke to me, I did not see what my mother considered worthwhile in you. I began to banter with you verbally, exchanging cryptic meanings in an attempt to get your measure. You left me almost speechless with your commitment to seeing the beauty in a monster. I began to consider that you might be able to see my darkness and not only understand it. I began to wonder if you would embrace it and help me to balance it against my natures toward power and authority. You, sir, are no simple charmer. I know what you said was real and you meant it. Soon my thoughts would frequently turn to you and wonder if this ice magic wielding Sterling might be worth knowing more intimately. I began to petition my father with his denials, only making me seek the outcome more. I saw your favor with my mother, and she began to petition my father on my behalf. I knew we might actually have a chance to consider knowing each other. Because of your bastard uncle's damnable behavior, my mother lost favor with father and the court. If that jackass had not betrayed our kingdom and laws, I would be able to at least get to know you further. Now the name of Sterling is a joke to those too dull to see your mind for what it is. Other houses dismiss yours at their own detriment. Imagine my surprise when my father summoned Lord Gale Stormont to the court to explain his behavior in changing the weather from the agreed-upon schedule. My father chuckled and fined Lord Stormont 1,000 gold for violating the contract. Much to my chagrin, Lord Stormont produced a sealed letter of writ for 10,000 gold to be transferred to the royal coffers. Lord Stormont, the most eligible bachelor this season, stated he would change the weather and condemn the world for you. His fine was but a pittance compared to the passion you stoked in him. Now, with my father's attention garnered, you seem more worthy of my time. However, your uncle's behavior detracts from that possibility. It would be an embarrassment for the crown to have me courting you. At least to have me seen courting you. You came in with your smooth talk, deep words, and incredible artistic talent to not only intrigue me, you have managed to get Lord Stormont. I was specifically told to see if Lord Stormont would be a potential match for myself. You have done well for yourself in gaining the ground you have. I do not know if it is a game you play or your true intentions to pursue him. If you wish to be good and keep to the light, he is an amazing choice. If you decide you want to walk sometimes in darkness, I would be your ideal suitor. I mourn the loss of two great choices to be potentially mine. I would suggest we attempt something the royal family has done for 100 years. I suggest we see if the chemistry of ours is real between the three of us. I suggest we consider seriously the option of a triune bonding. I will fight with the court to make this happen if it is to be. I have dispatched a letter to Lord Stormont to ask his consideration in the matter. I am willing to guess he will politely accept. With that in mind, I leave it to you to decide if this is to be a potential arrangement. Would you consider a balance of storms with darkness and I back by the sinister fortune? We know your feelings in person when we meet. I shall not make any move until we have skin. Your infatuated patron, Lord Solomon Stormont. And then there's a little you can see a shift as you move the letter in the light, and as you shift it, Stormont switches to Shadowbee, and then switches to Sterling, and then switches to Stormont, and then Shadowbee, and then Sterling.
Nicholas just like stands there in the middle of the pathway.
Give me that.
No.
What's it say?
No.
Did it poison you? There's anthrax in the letter.
No. Stop.
What's wrong? What happened?
I need to talk to Eleanor and my mother. Now. And he's just gonna like kind of take off towards the house.
Okay.
I have a question, DM.
I have many questions.
Before this arises in RP, it would just be easier instead of messing up the flow of things. Is like the thruple thing, like, is that like a known thing? Like that 3 is. I feel like that came up.
A triunion.
It's been talked about.
3 is
It's good.
the only multiple above 2 that is acceptable, and even there are some radical people who believe it's even better.
Yeah.
But it is so rare and so not normal that there are many who would maybe be a little judgmental about it.
Yeah. It's like religiously it's like, yeah, but culturally it's like
Exactly.
It's like a little odd. But has it happened? He said in the letter like it hasn't happened for 100 years. So like in recent
the shadow bees haven't in 100 years. You guys
recent history.
You guys don't know anyone that has done it because the bonding ceremony is not only a huge spiritual and sort of power commitment, but it's also very expensive. It's also, getting it booked with one of the high bishops who has to perform it, getting the approval, yada 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 yada. So it's definitely not. It's something you guys would have learned about or heard about with not really understanding exactly what that was, but it kind of being considered, like you said, like a religious. Oh, it's a higher church thing that's sort of very wonderful and powerful, but we don't really talk about it.
Okay. But historically, we would know that has happened. That the shadow bee, there's been a tri-union.
There has been just in general, historically, but it would take a very long time to go back in the shadow bee line and find one.
Okay.
The shadow bees always do the bonding.
Yeah.
But yeah, more than a double, like person, 2 people bonding, not in a very long time.
But it would be knowledge.
Yes.
Potentially that. Okay, gotcha. All right, I think that's enough.
Does Chantry sound weird to anybody else?
Every once in a while. So he's
what?
good and then he's not. You're good right now.
Are you on the right microphone setting? Because Sarah was using the computer last night.
Input. You want to change your input.
The playback now.
Your output should be your headphones.
Does it sound okay now?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Eleanor's like, I have no romantic experience.
Okay, how do I sound?
I think you sound good.
Brooklyn, am I going in and out? Sounding
It just sounds like you're very echoey, like you're in a room, and the anxiety in me is worried that it's not recording because it's not coming in through the right microphone. I don't know. I just want to bring it up just in case.
Thank you.
I can hear you. I'm worried about the recording.
Oh, hello.
You sound good.
Testing.
It better be working. I can't handle any more
technology. Sounds okay right now.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just let me know if I appreciate you letting me know if it starts cutting out.
Sorry.
I think Nicholas walks in and says, "Eleanor!"
Okay, just abandoning decorum. This is.
What are you? He'll look at Dub. What are you supposed to do when the prince wants to get with you and Gale Stormont and form this weird tribunal marriage thing? I don't know what to do. I didn't think one man would want me, let alone 2.
What? The prince? The prince?
Not
one prince?
Not the but the prince.
The one The High Bishop. The High Bishop Prince?
We're not talking about that in front of the friends.
I mean, I would say yes, but the recent events have complicated my feelings about this a little bit.
Roll me a perception check, both of you.
I don't know what that would do to my soul.
7. I thought that landed on a 17. That was weird.
Okay, not a 9.
We are very preoccupied right now.
Wow. You guys just look down between you, and right in front of you, kind of creating a triangle, is just a rabbit. That's like,
It's just a rabbit. We're good.
You will keep your mouth shut, or I will make rabbit stew.
roll me an intimidation check.
Of course, that's great.
Oh.
Intimidation. A 22.
Ooh.
This rabbit, its one eye goes, and it goes, "Yes, your lordship," and hops away.
Nothing's ever just a rabbit in this place. And Nicholas just kind of looks around.
It's just frankincense. No kidding.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Ever since the Masquerade Ball, anytime I hear frankincense, I imagine a man in a Dalmatian costume.
Same.
Which then
Furry.
just
Basket.
lots of places. I think about the green and community. Awaken something within me.
Eleanor,
Yeah?
Dominic, roll perception checks to see if you guys hear your brother and cousin's voice yell within the Blue Met Grand hallway.
Just to be clear, I brought things out from the carriage,
It's a
like
natural
Eleanor's
20.
clothing and
Oh, right.
nice.
What?
Oh,
A natural 20.
Oh, well, you hear it.
25.
Nicholas is
14.
also wearing the green cloak that belonged to the High Bishop.
Okay, Dominic,
Wait.
you don't hear what is said, but you can hear a yell, and it sounds like it could be Nicholas.
Nicholas, do you want to
Eleanor's
turn
head,
that thing
like,
inside
snaps.
out?
Here.
Or...
He'll
I'll
take it off and open your pocket.
Oh yeah. Oh, not that one. That one has the dirt in it. Hang on. Here you go.
Yeah. Dominic just starts
I'll
starts
excuse
heading down the
myself.
stairs, and he's kind of he still has his little flaming dagger. He's trying to put it out just by waving it around, and then for some reason it just goes out, and then he just puts it away, and yeah, so he's just rushing down, and
I'll say Dominic and Eleanor kind of meet each other on the grand staircase, connecting joint.
Give him a look, did you hear that?
What? Dominic, what are you wearing? Eleanor, what are you wearing? Oh my gosh, you guys!
Oh goddesses bless.
Top of the morning.
Oh yeah.
Too many crime
Top of
scenes
the
at once,
morning.
you guys.
Yeah.
Don't please this
Sorry.
ignore it. Desperate
brought you
times.
Here's your clothes.
I need your help, Eleanor.
Okay, come on. That's what
Hey,
whatever
is it-
it is, let's go. Come on. And I'm just gonna lead everyone back to the bathroom. And I'm just gonna kind of knock before we go in.
there's a
Nicole
private room.
opens the doors. My son, you're safe. Oh, bless the goddesses. And she'll come up and give you 2 kisses on the cheek.
Mother, when were you gonna tell me that? You know what? That's not a conversation to have in public. I need to discuss something with
And
you
I look
two.
over for Fetz.
Oh,
Eleanor's like really excited about it to be like, look what I did.
Are you yourself, my friend?
Fitz. Wow, this music is so good, and I need to turn it down. No. Every time I comment about the music volume, it's because I keep changing it based on what I want for which scenes. So I'm like, ooh, I love the. Every time I notice music, I'm like, I love it, but it's because that's all I can hear.
No, I have to change it throughout the session.
Fitz is wrapped in sort of a robe, like a house robe. And he just sort of starts slowly towards you, Nicholas, and then just sort of rushes the last couple of feet and puts you in a huge hug.
Nicholas will hug him back.
Is he still naked?
Well, he's in a robe, but otherwise, yes.
Okay.
What? And they're like, what happened? What? We'll discuss this later. Last I saw, you were doing just fine on the boxing circuit, and now you're serving a goddess.
Yes, life, right? No, obviously it was not something that at least I don't think it was my choice. It's all a bit blurry, but yeah, thank you, my friend.
Well, of course, your family.
I couldn't want my own desires while I was there, but I think some part of me down knew that you wouldn't just leave me there. Thank you.
You didn't leave me when I got bullied as a kid.
Yes, but you wrote to me and you said you needed a personal bodyguard a while ago, but then things with your mother happened, and your uncle, and you came to Don, and we've been trying to get together, and it's been waiting for the right time, and I should have been there for you, and if I'd been there for you, I wouldn't have gotten trapped like an imbecile. And
Fitz, it is okay to have your own life, my friend. That is why you are my friend. You are strong, you are smart, you're independent. I don't make friends with doormats. You are a goddamn diamond, my friend. Now pull your head out of your ass and shine like I know you can. Understood?
You know what shining is my incredibly much larger head than I thought I had. My hair, my beautiful hair is all gone. What am I going to do now?
Hold still real quick. I'm just trying to get something out of my hair.
Dominic, I will make sure your junk is so frozen that Dove will never be able to thaw and never have children.
Dove. Ignore them. Pay attention to me.
Alex says
so many levels.
Wow, else happens. You lost.
Oh yes. Dominic knows I'm a bastard. We had the whole I'm gonna steal the title from you thing. It's fine.
Dove, do you have clothes by chance?
Heather Blumette is standing over by like a vanity in the bathroom, and she's got a hairbrush, and she's all.
Yes.
I don't think we give it crap anymore.
Legitimately, do you have a concern, Miss Lady Blumette?
Sorry.
Countess Blumette, but it's all right, friends. Don't need to go up along with all of that. You know what I think you all need? I think you all need some private family time, so you can get your bearings together. And I'm going to write menagerie and see if my daughter's there. And shall I get set up? I'll get tea. I'll get tea. Feel free to meet me in Greenhouse 2. Whenever you're ready. And it's so good to know that everyone is safe. I'm gonna go right, Dahlia, and I will. You can stay, please. You're my guest. All right. We'll have word no matter what. That's all I want to say. Okay, goodbye. And she'll close the door.
I'm sorry. And Eleanor's
So-
just like,
Sorry, Eleanor. I had a very long day.
While Heather is talking, Dominic's gonna get closer to Dove and say, "Hey, are you all right? You disappeared."
Yeah, doing great. I look at Nicole. Has Nicole even noticed that I'm here? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm gonna just put my hand in my pocket.
No,
Yeah,
no.
he's like, you're.
help me, please. Please stop. Please.
Yes, let's go get you
I'm
dressed.
asking
Let's
you
get you
to be
dressed.
here for me just this one time, please.
No, I'm not leaving.
Get out of this.
I'm not letting you all out of my sight while this woman's anywhere near you guys.
No,
Eleanor,
I
can
want
I
you
help
to
you get
come with
dressed?
me. Please.
Yes, let's go. Yes, okay.
Nicholas, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Oh, that's pretty good.
Eleanor's like in like near panic attack.
Let's get you dressed. Let's get you back into your clothes because this is
Dirty
everything
20.
I've ever wanted, but it's not Eleanor. We need to get you be normal again.
Your mother tries to snatch the letter out of your hands.
I will discuss that with you, Madame Spider, when I am ready.
Oh, really, Nicholas? Don't be ridiculous. Let me see
Ridiculous,
it.
like Solomon is the dang high priest or the high archmage or
Bishop.
Hi,
Did
Bishop
you
Dalek,
know
really.
that? Did you know that woman?
Did you?
It's quite inspiring what I'm seeing right before my eyes.
Did you know?
Of course I knew. What are you talking about? Of course I knew.
And did he murder the old high bishop who is now in his crypt, which I visited, which is your responsibility to protect?
No, Nicholas, I would not have done that. There was probably strong enchantments all over the place. It is not good
They
to
were-
mess around with the High Bishop.
Mother, they were so flimsy I reached through them like spider webs. Were they your
That's
magic?
unfortunate to hear. No. You think I've been a part of this? You think I would have helped that brat take over one of the churches? No.
What?
But it's
That's
happened,
why-
and there's no point in griping about it. You have to work with what you've been given.
Well, and Nicholas will hand over the letter. Apparently, I've been given a Stormont and a Shadow Bee who want a thruple union, whatever it's called.
My man.
I don't know what.
Nicholas, do you understand what a bonding ceremony is?
No! You didn't tell me before you went to the Looney Bin.
I don't even know what a bonding ceremony is.
I thought Lord Stormont had already been bound and couldn't bind with anyone else. I hope I'm using that correctly.
I wonder if
Darling.
it's fiend.
Take your boots off. You're getting dirt everywhere. Excuse me, maid, could you clean this up a bit? We don't want to stain the lady's floors. All right, let's go sit on these chairs. And she'll obviously reference at Dove to clean some things up.
I'm gonna go clean it up.
No, do not
Am I
clean it up.
dressed finally, or did you leave me?
Oh no, I definitely wait till you're dressed. 100%.
Okay.
I'm helping you get dressed.
Oh, that's.
She and
Oh, I
Nicholas
feel like
had
new
some
woman.
words.
So Nicole will take her two sons, and she'll walk over to some little couchy areas just along the side, just like while Eleanor's finishing getting dressed, and you guys can all still hear each other. But she sits down, reviews the letter some, and she says, "What he is proposing is an incredible opportunity, my love. How fortunate."
Yes. I mean, to anchor myself to the two most powerful magical families, and to come from one of the other most powerful magical families, that is quite an opportunity. Also, I feel like this has your name written all over it somehow.
What? Because I see potential in a situation does not mean that I engineered it. Also,
Mother,
not to pull up a little bubble, it does not seem... I see nothing here to indicate that Lord Galesmont has agreed, but simply that he's offered.
Gale's not gonna like this. I need to go talk to Gale.
You know, he could be waiting for your response in all this. Then again, it could be a trap. I remember one time, I was
Yes.
how can I put it? I asked maybe for a change that when I was with Sindara, maybe we could invite another female companion, and well, let's just say I still have those burn marks to this day near my rear.
That's what you put a dating slut.
I want to be. As this is going on, I want to be cleaning up the floor, and I want to like get under everybody's feet as well.
Do you need help? And I'll prestidigitate.
As I go by Nicole's feet, can I do something?
Well, she's got this giant Elizabethan dress on.
That's fine. That dress is fine as I go near.
Okay, sure.
The bottom of her skirts or whatever. I want to sleight of hand some graveyard dirt onto her dress. That's a 27. Do I have? What's the lighting in here like? Do I have advantage?
It's very lit.
Yeah, 27.
And this, you only get 23. So
I got a 27. So.
27 though.
Good roll's incredible. And you just smear them on her ass.
Smear as much on there as I can in the time it takes to like go by. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're like, take care of that for you. You're like, no, the part on the dress.
Yeah, shoot you. Look.
Brother's odd proclivities aside, Mother. What does this mean? Like, logistically, does it hurt? Is Gale even capable of that?
Oh, none of that matters at the moment, darling. We have to discuss
Mother,
the politics of it. If it hurts, really? I birthed 3 children. If it hurts. Really, there are more important things to think about, such as, I'm assuming you know Lord Stormont to some degree. How do you think he would feel about this?
No. I mean, he would probably agree, just be polite, but no. He does not like to share.
He would agree to be polite.
I think if the Crown applied pressure, he would probably agree, but I do not believe he would agree of his own accord. No.
Well, Eleanor, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say
if you're happy with that, brother, then,
Eleanor, what do you think? Please.
It's not about happiness, Dominic.
I think if he has the feelings that you say he does about you, do you really have a choice when it comes to the crown? I think he would perhaps see this as his only way to be with you.
Oh.
With you in the 3 of you, or not at all?
Let me not mince words. Gale Stormont is the only man I see myself spending my life.
All right.
Well, that's not what a bonding ceremony sets up. If you bond with someone...
That is what a bonding ceremony stands for in this man's mind, heart, and soul. So, let us agree to be on the same page with that.
Do you plan ever on doing His Royal Highness any harm?
Mother, I don't know what he's doing in the church.
Well, he's completely taken it over, and he's, there's
what?
things in the works that. Excuse me? Who are.
Is there a problem with me speaking, your ladyship?
Is this who I think it is? All
Do you know
gussied
who I
up?
am? Mm-hmm.
It's a bit hard to tell with your face so scrubbed.
What?
Dove,
Well,
darling, it is so good to see you.
Yeah, is it?
What are you wearing?
Well, as it turns out, I've been so fortunate as to be granted a rise in station. You may not have heard.
I did not. And how did this happen?
Inheritance.
Oh,
As it turns
so
out,
strange. I thought you had no family.
It was distant.
Must have been very distant.
Well, I don't believe that someone should be beholden to the status they were born with. I feel like that's something that we share.
Oh, no worries, darling. I'm not going to argue your newfound title, cute as it might seem.
See, people can move up without getting into business that
without money and titles? Dear, this is exactly how everyone has moved up.
Without
Don't
canoodling
think it's different.
with other families.
Oh, Nicholas, this is a problem that we
I
need
think
to
I'm
figure out.
developing a twitch. What
Is there
are we
anything
supposed
else
to do?
that we need to discuss?
Nicholas,
speaking with Gail, great idea.
No, terrible idea.
Right,
Mother.
terrible idea.
Dove, what did you have to say, my friend?
You're not gonna like this.
Oh.
At this moment, I'm open to all ideas, good, bad, ugly, all of them.
We
do
need an in to the royal family if we want to understand what is happening with them.
Here's the thing. Having an in with the shadow bees is incredibly useful and a powerful position. Especially if one of those also controls a third of the great church. What the? Ah!
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear us?
Okay, I don't know what happened. My system went bling. Especially if one of them.
Do you need to turn your notifications off? Turn your notifications off.
Shoot!
Shoot! Chantry, what are you eating? Is it tomato soup and grilled cheese? That's what we had for dinner.
So yummy.
Yeah?
That was Mary's request.
Yeah, it's really yummy. It's a panini grilled cheese with homemade tomato basil.
Oh, you fancy. It was just can of Campbell's.
Hey, can of Campbell's work.
No.
Nothing.
I understand what you're saying, Mother. The Stormmonts are powerful, rich. The Shadow Bees, powerful, rich, and Solomon also powerful on his own with the church.
I mean, he has no magical abilities himself, but it's quite balanced with what he has done. Though, if you were to bond him and ever have him take harm or do him harm, it would have catastrophic effects upon you.
No.
I'm not saying that you have to bond with him. But we could entertain the idea for a little bit.
If 3 people were bonded and one person attacked another person, would all 3 people be in pain? Would all 3 people die? Would all 3 people feel this catastrophic consequence?
It is not so straightforward as that. It's especially with a tri-union. It's such a rare thing that the effects are still being studied by the Academy of Magic. It is not 100% clear how that manifests, and sometimes it manifests differently in different people and in different unions.
Bloody hell, I do have a twitch. What is happening?
The thing is, this could be the answer to everything, and yet I have a secret I'll reveal to you all now.
Another one.
Yes, please. That would be delightful.
I'm
The less
looking forward to this.
you talk, darling, the easier it will be for me.
Okay, well then I'll be sure to talk plenty. Your secret, please.
Please don't
As you
do
get your pen.
Could we have a cat
Pulls out
fight?
her notebook.
Oh, wait, I
Can we
know the
have this
secret.
cat? Can we have this cat fight another day?
The secret?
What is the secret?
Yes, mother, spit it out.
I may be, as of right now, one of the only people in the city who currently is tri-bonded.
Oh,
Excusez-moi?
Aunt.
You, each of you, my sons, and dear Pearl, all have different fathers.
We're very clear on that, yes.
And I was not going to have any children that were not blessed by the power the goddesses could give our family. So, I am bonded with Lord Frost and with Lord Voltsky and, of course, your father, dear Sputnik.
So, you're not tri-bonded, you're quad-bonded?
What?
What?
No, that would be
Quad,
3.
mother.
There's 4
Yes,
of you involved.
plus her is 4. Father, Lord Sterling, Lord Voltsky, and mother.
So not
Are the others
bonded
aware
to-
of this?
But they
or-
are not bonded to each other. So individually, you are tri-bonded, but they
No.
are also
It's
More-
a very unique situation because usually, and it is best to do it all together at once with everyone's knowledge, I have individually bonded with each of them.
So you're individually
Lord
bonded.
Frost is the
sometimes.
only one who is aware that we have a child together, but even he does not know that I bonded him.
Isn't that
So
like
many questions.
takes a
Sneaky
lot
bonding.
of
Wait, against someone's will. That can happen.
Look,
the knowledge.
consent is something that you cannot always take time for.
The truth? Consent? What is your
All
deal,
right,
mother?
okay. All right, we're not going to think about the moral quandary that is this situation. We're just going to think about
Well, I mean, we'll
what
think
this
about it, but
means. Not right now. We'll save that for later.
I think that we can decide that it's pretty immoral, right?
It's-
Like,
yes.
not a lot of
Yeah.
thought needed
Oh
here.
yes, very immoral. Consent is great.
I
It's
broke
an
it.
important
Break
facet of
tension.
relationships. But in this instance, we're just going to ignore it for right now. We're going to save it for later, and we're just going to think about the situation as it stands right now and what it means to us moving forward. Right, Aunt?
Dominic, can I stab your mom?
No stabbing! There will be no stabbing here.
I'm on
You
the
won't hear.
pro
You
stab.
won't
I'm
hear
on
I
no
the
love
funny
listening
like,
to Eleanor panic organizing, like, no, we're not falling apart.
Children,
Also,
children.
M's.
Says
I
Eleanor.
have to say I'm on pro stabbing at this point.
No, there
2 out
will
of
be
3.
no stabbing as
We've
long
got
as
a
I'm
majority.
here. All right.
I'm not
Eleanor.
counting Nicole as voting, so 2 out of 3 so far.
make sure you take her cane away from her first. It'll be easier.
Dominic.
And he's just like looking all like depressed, like it's come to this.
It's very ableist of you, and I won't have it.
It's been a very long day, and it's only like 10.
It's like 1.
It's 1
Anyway,
apparently.
It's 1,
All right.
Nicholas.
You're in a very conflicting and complicated relationship with 3 men. That we understand.
Yes, I'm not the first person in this whole city, this whole country, to be in such a situation. Situation.
We're not going to discuss you.
Have
and
you
the
ever traveled
common
to the
class.
countries to the south? Do you know what they get up to? And I won't even mention the barbarians to the east.
What do they get up to? Tell us more.
Dove.
Focus!
Jesus.
Everyone,
I-
focus!
I would prefer
feel
not
like-
to be killed than to come back in a fortnight as an undead.
Wait,
What do you
Oh.
know about that?
That was odd.
that was
Odd
a
thing to
weird
say.
phrasing, Mother.
Something happening or is that
Okay.
like a part of your deal?
Yeah, is that part of your weird whatever this is?
Do you want to figure out your future? Or do you
No.
want to figure out...
What we need is important information that you are holding back. Like, what is Prince Solomon doing in the Temple of Balon as the High Bishop? What do you know about?
He is the
being
new
un-
High Bishop. Whether he killed
Why
the
is he
old one or
hiding?
took... Why
What
is
does
he
he want to
hiding?
do with it? What is he there for? What did he want you to do with the body?
Who think of the most important people in the entire country?
Apparently, I am.
Who do I
one of-
think?
Yes.
I think it's the people who are overlooked who do the hard work every day that you all
Oh,
don't see.
the most powerful.
I think it's
The
the
Shadow
assholes
Beast.
who keep taking power from the people who deserve it.
The Shadow Beast.
The shadow,
wanna figure
the
out-
crown. Who else?
The church. You're trying to get us to say the church.
Yes.
The high bishops in the churches.
Right.
The high bishop appoints everything. The only person over a high bishop is the goddess herself. The bishop speaks for a god. And unfortunately, our entire people take religion as such a normal and casual thing. We see that important as a crown as to. So your crown and the three, the sort of the most powerful people, and one of three, not only a whole assessor, and happens down by God a lot. No, not that would be. Sure has hinted what was pure. Is it? And yet he is the bishop now. There's no denying. He did not have magical powers. I'm sure he has access to powerful artifacts because he is a crown prince. But why not have your own kingdom? Why not have your own artifacts? Why not be in charge of your own people? He was never going to be king.
So that's
Solomon has played his cards cleverly, so of course he's keeping his identity a secret. Besides, there's people who may not look kindly on a member of the royal family having a holy position. It might seem conflicting.
So it's just power, just more power.
I don't know. I haven't asked him why he infiltrated, killed the High Bishop, and took it over.
Seems like a pretty important question to ask.
That's the
No.
thing, though. I'm looking out for my own. I don't care.
So, Mother, your best advice in this situation is to hitch my wagon to the Stormonts and the Shadow Bees and use their influence and power for myself.
Well, that's what I would do. And I would just make sure to never harm Solomon Shadowby. But I do worry about the survival of our nation. Should he live?
Now, you're going to have to explain that statement, because that is a very big statement
Interesting.
and a very powerful statement that needs explanation. Especially if you want me to bond with him and another powerful magical family bond with him, because that makes 3 of us, and that's a lot of power plus the church on his side plus the crown.
It's kind of
It
hedging
just
his
depends
bets.
on what. It just depends on what kind of country you want to rule, my son. Do you
I
want
don't
to
want to
rule
rule.
Regencia, or do you want to run and rule a nation fueled by necromancy?
So he's
Either way, you'd be at the very top.
If you do hitch your wagon, then you would essentially be taking away 2 rather powerful families if things were to turn against the church, the Shadow Bees, whatnot. But if you don't, then if something awry were to happen, then you're free to stand against whatever that may be. So I think it's like a moral dilemma at this point. Good of the nation, good of you.
Unless Gale, of course, says no, and then you say no, and then the High Bishop of Balon and the Crown Prince, not the Crown Prince, but a Crown Prince, feels spurned by 2 of the most eligible bachelors in the kingdom.
And we become
And
targets.
then tries to destroy both of your families.
Yes.
Which includes us.
Yes, Eleanor.
Just
Which
trying to put
includes us.
everything on the table.
I know how families work.
I'm just letting you know. You know.
Is this
No matter what.
Is this a good time to bring up a potential undead army that I have been made aware of?
You
Probably
said
not,
everything was
but
fine.
it's out.
Do you serve the High Bishop?
Do
Me?
you have?
What?
How on earth would you know about this?
Do you know about it?
Me?
Yeah. Do you know about it? What do
I
you
need
know?
a drink.
Do you know about it?
I have heard things.
Don't avoid the question, Aunt.
Yeah.
It sounds like Dove has the most
I'm not talking
recent
about Dove right now.
update. We are, actually.
All I heard from someone whom I trust is that there are bodies potentially ready to rise up and start a war.
If the case and the church is backing some sort of necromantic magic, as
Which
you
it
were
sounds like
saying,
it is. Mhm.
Aunt, then I think that answers your question, Nicholas. We can't stand for something like that happening. Potentially the church turning all of this undead army against the people of Regencia.
And
Yes,
I'm
but
sorry, what
everything
would
you've
you
worked for your entire life might get destroyed if you say no.
if I say no, he could destroy you, Eleanor. And by extension, the Blue Mets. And Gale, by extension, his really nice family that was super welcoming and super kind to me, unlike you guys.
Well, again, you don't have to go and bond with this man immediately. What if we entertain the idea, get some information,
It
go
would be easier to take
court
him
him?
down. Too.
I would have to talk to Gale first.
I would have to agree with Dove.
Oh my god, the world.
You don't have to. It's fine.
Oh goddess.
No, that's
Oh my
really
god.
the cleverest approach.
I've
Nicholas,
changed
you are
mine.
to
Don't do it,
accept.
Nicholas. No.
You are to accept the potential.
I believe this is his choice, not yours.
I believe
Oh.
until very recently you had no voice.
I've learned how to use it, and I'm doing my best with it.
Besides, a merchant's great niece. She's very lucky to be here right now.
So you were aware.
Aunt, if I may, we
I don't know what your family member was. I'm just assuming it couldn't have been
probably
higher
would
than a
not be
merchant.
here and help.
Nicholas, it's up to you.
I would have to talk to Gale first.
Mhm.
I mean, the fact that he stood up to the crown and said he would change the weather anytime I wish. That made my knees buckle just slightly. But I really would have to talk to him about everything first.
And what going to say, Ding? He said,
Oh,
what do you
I'm
want?
going to
How
tell
do you
him
feel?
everything. I'm going to tell him everything from my father to Solomon's secret position. I'm going to spill everything. I love that man, and I'm going to be 100% honest with him.
Okay, well, make sure you
That's fast.
make sure you have someone to protect you if you get attacked. I mean,
Oh, brother, I wish they'd attack me right now.
okay, well,
There's going to be no attacking, hopefully. It's not going to happen. No attacking happening to anyone.
I mean,
I'm sorry, where is Dahlia, by the way?
At work! She's working. She's a working woman. With a career and everything.
I hope the best for you, brother. I mean, it seems, it's this big lie that you've been holding on to. So, none of your doing, of course, but, not like you had a choice, but yeah, just be careful. You don't know how he'll react to it.
And if I'm going to possibly marry, try bond with a man and someone else, I can't have any secrets. So,
Darling, as I said, the biggest thing you just need to decide. I could not let you bond with someone that you plan to kill or do harm to, whatever you plan. So it's not, if I'm going to, this has to be this. Are you going to stand in the High Bishop of Baelon's way or not? Whatever is to come.
well, I don't know. That's a big ask of an 18-year-old. For goddess's sake.
Welcome to adulthood. You could have been married by now. Really.
I wish I was. Honestly, I wish I was. I wish we had never raised up through the ranks. I wish we were commoners still.
But then you would never meet Solomon and
Oh,
Gale.
thank goddesses. Oh. Yes, but Gale's family would not be in danger from this.
This is
We just
ridiculous.
kinda
Of course
point at
you're
Nicole.
glad that we rised up in station. We don't want to stay paupers forever.
Oh, I hate you some days.
Yeah, that would be terrible, huh?
Right. So the plan is for Nicholas to entertain the idea of this tri-union, to try and get a little closer to the prince and see what information he can find out. And in the meantime, we'll speak with Gale pertaining to the plan.
Yes.
Yes? Is that...
Yes.
Oh, and just be careful. The shadow bees have been known to force bond people.
What?
I mean,
Bloody hell.
To what?
he's if
Like,
he
you
thinks you're interested, he's not going to do that. Solomon's a bit of a weakling, honestly.
How does one protect oneself from force bonding, Mother?
Be the most powerful person in the room. Or at least be the one... the cleverest person in the room.
Oh,
Nicholas
God.
has that down.
Unfortunately, neither of your fathers nor Pearls were the cleverest person in the room. With me.
No, they clearly met their match and were overtaken.
And their lives have not been worse for it. And here you are, my beautiful sons, glowing with power and potential. And my dear Nicholas about to marry a prince and the most powerful and rich bachelor in the entire kingdom.
Well, I officially can't be in this room anymore.
I
Alright,
agree.
aren't they going to miss you at the Divine Estate? You should hurry along back there.
Yes, you should. They are
I
going
don't
to miss you.
appreciate the coy tone, niece, but yes, I do need to get back.
Just
You will
looking out
keep
for
me
you, Mom.
updated. Perhaps you should give me one of those stones.
I'm sorry,
Perhaps
what
we'll put it
stones
to
do
a
you
vote,
talk?
and
What,
then
Don't
we'll
you
let
have
you know the results.
I'm sorry, what stone do you mean, Mother? If you want a stone, you can pick one up in the garden on the way out.
I will take care of any and all updates that my dear aunt will receive. You shall receive a
Oh,
sending from me.
goodness. I don't need every minute updates also, Eleanor. I just need, important letters.
Broad strokes.
Oh no, I want details about the things that are important.
Yes, of course.
You shall receive a sending from me.
Wonderful.
You should hear from us within 24 to 72 hours.
Right.
Right. Well, I think I'll have tea with the Countess down in the...
I don't think you have time.
Oh,
I think you're going to be missed.
Mother,
My mistake.
by the way, clean yourself up. You have a little something. Like you're dripping. Like mud.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, it is rather, she looks out the window. Rather rainy. There's mud everywhere.
I suppose I should wait to clean myself up until I get back to the Divine Estate, in case I get any more mud on me.
I heard there's magic for that, so you should be fine.
Star, I'm sorry, still for you. She'll lean in, give you a kiss of cheek, and
Okay,
say,
time to go. Time to go.
I love
Alright,
you.
push.
Oh, so nice to you. My eldest. Cheek. All right. Nicholas, darling. Whatever you choose, it would be wonderful to have unlimited potential, my darling. Look forward to hearing from you soon.
Mother, please don't let my possible husband slice your hand open and lick it any further. That would make any future plans very awkward.
Darling,
I'm sorry, what?
You can make
Some
your
know-
sacrifices in private.
Some know me as the spider. If I want to keep my precariously powerful and yet dangerous position, and not lose my own head or soul, unfortunately, I will be doing nearly anything that the High Bishop deems to ask me. However, I am careful to lead him. Lead him around the things that I want and don't want him to know.
Oh, you may also want to start calling him my liege. He seemed to enjoy that.
Clever. Me. Always pleasure. And possibly glowing. I always knew that love would look good on you. Finally. And your neck looks a little bit less bent, you know, since you're not bending over so much, writing and working at your desk like some peddler. You look so much prettier now. So, and Dove, congratulations on your new station. Well, I look forward for your letter. And she will sweep from the room, and before she closes the door, she turns and looks at you with her collar and her powdered hair, and she just kind of...
I want to go out the door with her. Say,
I-
your ladyship, if I may, a quick private word.
You can walk with me, Dove.
Perfect. All cards on the table. I assume you know who I am. I assume we know.
Cat got your tongue?
No, I'm just waiting for your response.
I'm sorry, you haven't said anything interesting enough to respond.
Oh, great. Yes. Lovely. I'll cut to the chase. I have dirt on you that could ruin you, could ruin your entire family. And I think that you are dangerous to the people that I care most about. Now, I am learning a lot about family. I've never really had one before, but I'm learning that I should accept people as they are if I want to keep them in my life.
You
So
really should.
I'm not going to kill you. But if you don't play nice and then leave the lives of Dominic, Nicholas, and Eleanor the second this is all over, I will make sure that you are never free in this city again.
Do you have anything else?
No, that's it. And I walk away.
Dove? Your threat is noted. I hear you. And she'll walk slowly up to you, her heels clicking on the tiled floor.
I reach in
And
my
she
pocket.
goes, and she leans down just slightly as she walks past, and she says, "And you're right. I am dangerous." And she'll step down the stairs.
Wait for her to leave. And then I go puke in the toilet.
Okay, before you do that, I just want to put this out here really quick. Brooklyn, you look so pretty and intense tonight. I love it. I'm so here for it.
Ew!
I just want to put that out there.
Oh,
You do.
appreciate it.
Flawless.
You win the hair award tonight for sure.
Seriously, and you're like basically like your skin's so like porcelain.
I did my makeup today. That's what it is.
Okay, it is noticed.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just had to put that out there. I want to give props where props are due. I was like, in the scene, I was like, so pretty.
Aww.
I wonder who's getting the inspiration now.
Oh, I see what this is. I'm not mad about it.
Oh my god. I told it to Seth first. I was like, Brooklyn looks so pretty.
Aw, you guys.
I didn't think you first.
I'll do my makeup more often.
That's a compliment, and then the other person who needs inspiration is flirting with another woman, so that's kind of rough.
Okay, we head down the team. All right, boys.
I'm trying to keep real role play here, okay? All right. Like I'm trying to. All right. Let's be real right here, okay? I specifically had Dominic say like, hey, he's gonna wait, but he's not gonna wait forever, right?
I kissed you yesterday.
Right. But then here's the thing, right? That kind of like messed
been less
up,
than
like,
24 hours.
Give me a second, okay? When Dominic was gonna share with his family, you were all like, we're supposed to keep it, that kind of stuff is supposed to be kept private. And then in Dominic's mammalian brain,
mammalian.
The one with the tambourine, ting 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 ting, kind of just went like, not tambourine, but kind of just went like, oh, okay, she doesn't, she's not feeling it.
You don't know Dove at all.
Let's save this for a game because it's too juicy.
Right. Dove's puking in a toilet right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go, all right, boys. Let's go and have tea with my potential future mother-in-law. After we just dumped all of that on her. This is going to be very awkward. All right, let's go.
You're going to go have tea with Nicole there?
I guess so.
Nicholas stands and then lays out on the couch. I don't want to.
You don't have to. I kind of want to know if the eagle came back with anything from.
Oh, that's right.
Dahlia's
important.
She is. I just want to be certain she's okay. I'm sure she's safe at the menagerie with Massafano and Finch, and everything's fine. I just, for my worrisome state of mind, I would like to know for certain. If you don't wish to come, you can be here with Fitz.
From the
Everyone
couch,
roll me. Oh, sorry.
To tea.
Everyone roll me a percentile, 100 percentile die.
Oh God.
Okay. All right.
I don't like
that. Okay. I don't get to roll these very often. All right.
I do, and they're not good.
90.
A 4. Real bad.
Oh no.
A 4?
Yeah.
Do you?
Dahlia's dead.
0, 0, and 4. That means 4, right?
104. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's 0, 0, 4, 4.
Oh no.
Do I need to re-roll?
Would this be a good time to use the inspiration, or?
I can't tell you guys that.
Well,
I mean, I could, but
yeah. Don't worry, everything's fine.
What did everyone else get?
31.
90.
Oh, nice job.
And Dominic?
46.
All right, we're back down below.
Oof.
I think we needed. No. Oh, I don't like that. I have thoughts that I don't like.
He did the same thing when we read the letter for Gregor.
Oh, I don't like this.
He did the exact same thing.
I have theories.
The average of all of your scores is 42.75.
Shall I have Eleanor re-roll? What do you guys think? I'm gonna let Eleanor have my inspiration for this one, because this feels like a big group.
Okay.
Inspiration.
You
a 75.
Well.
75.
That's much better. That definitely brings the average up above
It's
50,
the threat
which I feel
level.
like is
No.
important. It's
The
the
threat
what?
level is red.
Midnight.
Okay, that brings
I
your
feel-
collective average to 60.5.
Okay,
Okay, that's about
I
50.
have a thought.
Almost passing.
I think 50's passing. In D&D.
Okay, yeah.
I'm stressing. I'm panicking. I'm panicking.
I did-
Eleanor! Oh no!
Fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Go to your
This has
happy.
These
been a
folks.
this has been a weird day in game.
Getting over 50 means that you guys, or at least Eleanor, will be able to find out from Lady Heather that there is a return of the eagle.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. It's great. It's great.
Oh,
And
Eleanor,
since you got over 50, there will be usable, valuable information in this letter as opposed to it reaching Dahlia before the scene that we left last session on, which was her bent over the rare and cherished kelpie carcass that you guys all killed and captured, and Eleanor sent on to the academy, and also then to the mythical menagerie to be studied, per their request and great delight. As Dahlia was doing some sort of surgical inspection on the body and turned, camera saw a single eye of the kelpie open, glowing with necrotic light. The letter that comes back via the met eagle expresses a concerning and plea, concerning plea to have the blue bring their force to the menagerie. Also, try to be as conspicuous as possible for Dahlia be in danger. They all might be in danger. But as of yet, there's no need to despair.
I run away. I'm gone.
Eleanor, before you go, I need my coral back. I need my coral. Wait. Eleanor.
I don't have it on me.
Where is it?
I don't carry a bag. Probably at the house.
So
do you leave without the blue mets? Because Heather immediately gets up upon getting the letter, and sends a swan to collect the family.
No, if she does that, I'll just go to Lady Heather and be like, "What is the plan? The sterlings are at your disposal."
That's very kind of you, dear. I cannot ask you, any of you, to go and deal with whatever has happened.
Not asking, we are offering.
Well,
Dahlia is
the letter
important to my cousin and a good friend, and we don't want anything to happen.
Well, thank you. I have never seen a missive like this from the menagerie. This is Master hand, and he does not scare easily. We shall make greatest haste, and I shall call in a favor to go cross the Queen's Bridge to get there. If you'd like to accompany us, you are welcome to our carriages, for we will all be using them, as it will be the quickest way. But now I must
Just
change.
nod.
And she sweeps off.
Nicholas will have given Fitz his fancy clothes, his normal everyday attire that we're, so he's not running around in a robe.
You hear a tear, and Fitz is like, I think the back ripped. You're a bit more slender than I am.
Sorry, friend. It's what I got.
That's actually my shirt. Okay.
Sorry.
No. I like what you're wearing, Dominic. It's kind of nice.
You think so?
Feels right up my alley.
Alley's the right word.
Gross.
We head down to wherever the carriages will be.
I missed you, Fitz. Now you stay here, and
stay here.
Well, actually, you know what? Go to the Sterlings. I will give you a letter to present to what's his face. Dominic, what's his face?
Solomon?
Your right hand, what's his face?
Edwin.
Alan.
Edwin.
Give
you a letter to present to Edwin, introducing you and telling him to just take care of you while I'm gone.
There's a surplus of bread rolls also if you're hungry.
Wait, what?
Dominic, you don't need bread, brother.
Can everyone focus? This is a dilemma. We need
Eleanor's
to focus. Eleanor's just pacing back and forth.
You're right. Let's go. So sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Focus, guys. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Focus up, Sterlings.
Nicholas gives Fitz a letter and sends him off to the house. And then we focus.
Connect to driving the menagerie.
Okay, thank goodness.
Someone's upset.
You don't want to have a chat in the carriage first? Let's just have a chat in the carriage, you guys. How's everyone doing?
Do you love chats?
Oh.
It's just Eleanor being like, focus!
Okay, apparently we can't even talk. No.
No talking.
Let's have to let the time pass tensely.
If you look at the map... Oh, sorry. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, Dove, do you still have that one weapon, the one that magically transforms into several different weapons?
Who else in the carriage right now?
You guys could have taken your own.
Who's listening? Yeah, I've got my dagger that turns into a rapier and a saber.
All right.
Got my short bow. Do you guys have enough daggers? I can pass out daggers.
Actually, can I have some of the artifacts that I took from the High Bishop?
Yeah. Here. Pocket.
You took the artifact?
Shush, brother. Nicholas is going to put on the amulet of the blooming heart, the cloak of sweet whispering, and the pressed petals in the belt pouch that protect against charms and stuff.
Awesome.
Oh, and the one that protects against the grave. The motif of the eternal bloom.
You just see Nicholas taking out and just handling and putting on himself all of the most holy relics of the Church of Balon.
You will never find love again, bro. After this.
He's got two people trying to marry him at the same time. Literally. I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Question.
You're right. Maybe you're being rewarded.
Yeah.
I don't see any other way. To be honest, yeah.
Eleanor?
Okay, I had a question for the DM.
Are we actually having a carriage chat while we go? Even though we said no? Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh, no, that wasn't the question. I just accept when it happens. From once we finished the Fitz thing to when we found, we had a pretty long conversation with Nicole. From Fitz's thing to when we arrive at the menagerie, how much time has elapsed?
I'm going to say it's about 3 o'clock.
Okay, so at least an hour has elapsed.
Yes.
And we have had a short rest.
Can we have had a short rest? Is my question.
I'm gonna say no, because short rests require a space of purposeful rest, and Eleanor's been anything but restful. She's been freaked out and pain.
No, but I'm
Has been thinning up. Love has been thinning up and try to kill people.
Yeah,
I'm going to die
very short on
because
spells.
I had the Halloween thing, and then here I am turning my weapons into fire with, blood magic curse things.
Yeah, that's what happens when
also
you choose
going
blood
to
magic.
die. Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna say no for girls, just because of situation. But for Nix and Dominic, I will let you roll a d4 to see if you guys were able to collect a short rest or not.
Roll a d4, okay.
I appreciate it, but I don't think Nicholas would. I think he's got way too much.
I got a 1.
Okay, no one got a short rest.
Striking out, guys!
Like,
okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. We're at the menagerie. Go.
Alright.
I don't have. That's fine. Let's do it.
If you guys look at the map, you have to go up the Hill Lord's Road through the Castle Bridge Gate number 6.
Okay.
Up into the main outer courtyard of the castle. Oh, I'm sorry. You go through Castle Bridge Gate, and then you curve to the right, and you go over by Anne's Terrace, sorry, number 5, which then connects to the Queen's Bridge. Now, the Queen's Bridge is pretty awesome. There's a cool thing I could read, but Lady Heather in the foremost carriage pulls in a favor and very quickly and impressively gets your entourage across the bridge.
Impressive.
Which is a direct path along the wall top and the northern border of the city, spanning between Bentley and the what's that called? The Pleasure District? Anyways, goes all the way up into the area where the mythical menagerie is. And again, there's a picture of that you can hover over. But you guys get there, and the normal sort of noise and soundscape and environment that is typical for the menagerie, and the warm lighting and the magical aura just emanating from the space, as it's got decades and generations of enchantments and things covering and supporting and protecting it. It has an eerie calm and quiet, and the few noises that you do hear from birds or creatures or whatever sort of echo across the uncomfortable quietness that sort of blankets the space. And the Blumette carriages, all beautiful and gilded with real flowers and gold and silver and pastels, pull up smoothly in front of it, and everyone exits in a fairly hushed, reverent manner. Lady Heather is in a divided skirt, so she still looks elegant and beautiful, and yet as she lightly and beautifully sprints, sort of frolics over to the door, you see that she's got like these giant skirt pant legs almost, so that she can get around a bit easier.
Can I catch up to her to help her open the door for her or something?
Sure.
Yeah.
She says, even in moments of despair, such manners, you're such a gentleman, thank you. And Lily and
Ruby?
Ruby, thank you. Ruby follow her in similar divided skirts. And
Help
as
people out
Ruby,
of the
yeah. And as Ruby goes in, consent about to the Dominic is up or open. She goes he's interested in you, and she's in front of Frank and goes and she's
The Bluettes love serving.
gentlemen.
I'm so glad I have
Really do.
no holes and fish hooks in this water.
Yeah.
And Frank
Dominic
gets
under his
going.
Dominic under his breath will be like, it was for Heather, but alright. Trying to
Also, a little entourage of critters follows the family, and then the Sterlings can pull up the rear.
Yep.
I look at Dove and I say it's never just a bunny, Dove.
Wait, what did you say
Cool.
to the bunny? I forgot already.
Do you remember when you're like, it's just a rabbit? And I was like,
Yeah.
it's never a never just a rabbit.
No, it's not, is it?
We've been here before, Eleanor and Nicholas.
Yes.
Can we find the quickest way from where we are to Dahlia's lab? Or Dahlia's workspace?
I'm going to do another fun average. I'm going to have both of you roll a history and then a survival.
Okay. I'm decent at history.
I got an 8.
And then I want you to add your two numbers and divide by 2.
Okay. Individually.
Individually.
Okay. 19. Average. I rolled really good on my survival. Come on, Nicholas. You got this.
17 and a half.
Let's go, buddy!
Okay. Together, you
I
guys
rolled really
can
good on my
navigate the maze that is the amazing inner zoo, essentially, of the menagerie. And quickly, the whole group allows you two to lead as you guys are sort of helping each other, with Eleanor in the very most lead, as she sort of had a private tour by Dahlia. So it's probably stuck in her mind a little more than anyone else. The thing that's stuck in Nicholas's mind most is probably his soaring ride around the northern fields. So
Nicholas runs past the door. Hi, Lolly!
Lolly.
Lolly.
You should get Lolly.
I should. Later.
What's that?
I meant to... Oh, whatever. Okay. Alright.
I'll steal the Pegasus later.
the only Lumet does hang back with Dom and of in the back group is a large bumblebee of, and then sort of fades back and then picks up you to get by this of your head of your dash following.
Honey, I love you. Please be safe. It's been a weird day, honey. It's been a weird day. Are you... Stuff might go down. Do you want to wait in the carriage? How capable are you in a fight?
Probably more capable than the duck. And mouse. And the squirrel.
Are they here too?
Yeah, they're all around your feet. These little critters are like Disney prince following the blue map.
Okay, but honey, please be
Love
safe.
all of them.
I don't know if I can... nothing can happen to any of you, okay? I do too. Well, I think she's pretty cool, I guess. We're here to help her. Yeah, okay. Please be safe.
She will land on your ear, and she goes, I know a secret way around.
Do you? What is it? Dominic!
We need to have some people in a different space.
Show me the way.
And she'll just and take off down a style path.
I'm gonna grab Dominic's hand and run off with him.
Alright.
Honey's the BBEG.
The bee.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't. I will not let it happen.
I want to hand a squirrel a dagger, though, on our way. One of the squirrels.
Dominic still has a dagger that that catches on fire. We're still like Dominic's like, I guess, like, just kind of getting dragged along, like by Dove, kind of like doing a squat too, like doing one of those, but he's gonna say, Dove, I'm gonna be doing something, if a fight does come down to it, that might shock you, but I wanted you to be the first person I'd tell.
Okay.
But I guess this is not the time for that, because Eleanor will kill me if I don't haste. So.
What are you talking about?
And he pulls out the knife, and it just catches like on fire.
What? We probably need to be sneakier. That's pretty rad. Okay, that ought to come in handy. Let's go.
Roll me a perception check, Dominic and Dove.
Okay.
I get to reroll that one's 11.
20.
Ooh.
As you guys run in your own little group, the halfling, the and the Bubby, you cat as you turn corner, the corner your eye, you cat and a long sort of street disappear off the path in plants.
Oh, I follow that.
Well, behind like you this you just started disappearing this way.
Yeah, I want to follow it. Hey, I saw something back there. Something big, slithery. Just beyond those bushes.
Okay. Be careful.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll just.
Where are you taking me, honey? How important is it to keep going this way? I don't know what's happening.
Honey is as fast as she can. Ahead,
Okay.
like going through to around different entrance of where he says she go.
Okay, honey, I'll be back. I'll follow you. But like behind, I'm gonna sneak behind Dominic and be hidden.
Okay. Honey stops like doing.
Oh, he said he saw something. I don't know what I'm doing.
We're gonna put the other as a reserving. Eleanor, get through.
No dallying.
Yeah, you get about.
No dollying.
You get about 60 feet from where you remember the laboratory being, and you guys come upon Master Feanor and the assistant Finch. Master Feanor is laying on the ground with a cloak wrapped up and put behind his head. He is ashen white and breathing very hard. And Finch is kneeling beside him, crying and going, "Stay back! Oh, it's you! Help him, please. And Master Feanor is like,
I look to the blumettes. I cannot help him. I have no healing magics.
Lily Blumet will crouch down immediately, go to his side with Finch, and snap at Frankincense, and he'll go, and he'll kneel down next to her, and she kind of touches his face, feels his forehead, and says, "What happened to you, Master Feanor?" Says, "No, try and save Dahlia." And Heather goes, and she'll grab your hand, Eleanor, and the rest of you can keep rushing on to the laboratory doors. Before you guys get out of earshot, you hear Finch tell Lily and Frankincense, "He was bitten. He was bitten by this large snake. It wasn't one of ours. It had horns. It looked like the Ashton Cobra." But you guys get to the doors, and they are locked.
I bust through those doors.
Heather goes, "The door!" And a bunch of little critters all go, and just bounce off the doors.
Okay, I wait until... Oh, sorry.
Cousin, you've expended a lot of magic helping my friend. Why don't you allow me to expend some to help you?
He goes,
Go.
And Nicholas is going to cast Shatter on the door.
Let's go, buddy.
So you just see this spot on the lock start to freeze out, and the whole door will covered in ice, and he will pull on his pull a fist, and the whole door will rupture into pieces.
Yeah, buddy.
How wide? How far-reaching is Shatter?
Let's see. It's not very far.
10 foot. Oh, distance.
I thought it was like a 10-foot cube or something. Not cube, cone. Or am I wrong? That's thunder.
Like, radiates from... 10-foot radius sphere.
Mm.
That's what I thought it was 10 foot, but I didn't know if it was a
foot radius sphere.
And do you roll anything, or is it just...
It is damage. I can roll it if you want me to roll it.
Yes, please.
Okay.
This will be very difficult to not succeed on.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
That's gonna be 22 points of damage.
Let's go. Let's go, buddy.
yeah.
And bypasses any cold resistance the door has.
Door just cracks and large chunks. It shatters, and so, but more of like when a windshield cracks, because the door is so thick, you froze it, but instead of like shattering and exploding, it kind of goes, and then you can kind of just get a hit, and it was kind of like.
I just smashed that door. I see that Nicholas hits it, and I trust him implicitly at this point, and just like action hero through the door.
We get a slow-mo of Eleanor like,
yeah, pretty much.
The door is like
entering the room in a shower of door pieces, frozen door bits.
Just
No,
to
and debris.
just to remember fighting for a picture of beautiful Dahlia, her red hair and her outfit on house screen.
We love her. We love her. We
Get
love a blue
motivated.
mat. We love a blue mat.
We do love a blue mat.
All of them. We love Lily. We love Ruby. We love Heather.
Frankincense.
Frankincense is
No.
there sometimes. We love the animals. Let's go.
The women, the animals, frankincense,
The men.
the men.
The blue men
It
are
busts
kind of
through. What do I
worthless.
say?
Okay, what you see when you action hero jump through this shattering ice door, we will see when we get back to you guys, because we're gonna pan back over to Dove and Dominic.
Damn it!
We're never gonna save this woman.
I know, that was mean of me. Okay,
Great.
Dove and Dominic, roll me a dexterity check and an investigation, and then combine your scores individually and give me the average.
Dexterity check or saving throw?
I'm sorry. Acrobatics
Acrobats.
and an investigation.
Not stealth. Are we sure it's not stealth since I said I'm stealthing?
Well, are you rushing to find what he saw, or are you stealthing to find what he saw?
I am stealthing to find what he saw because I only have 20.
You can do stealth and investigation. Dominic, are you rushing to catch what you saw the cry, or are you
Yeah.
trying to
I'm
stealth?
rushing.
Okay, yours will be an acrobatics and investigation.
I got a
Okay.
23 average, just so you guys know.
Let's
Wow.
go. Let's go.
Wow.
It's an average. Okay. It's an average. It's okay.
You're doing
We're
great.
okay. Now, is any of this related to Fey, Fiends, or Undead? Because then I get advantage for the investigation.
That's where no.
Okay.
As far as logistics was no.
I could
Okay.
be all three of those, though, at this point.
That's
Is he
just
investigating you?
Dove's so good. You look behind, she's there. You like move a and she's like,
I
A
know.
fiend in my own right, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I gotta. What was my last? I did the digital dice for tracking purposes. Let's
even though
see.
you have the coolest light up dice ever.
I know. Let's see.
Your average is 15, bud.
Thank you. 15. Not bad.
And just a reminder, my average is 23.
You're good.
Okay, so Dominic is like, I saw something, and he sprints back where you saw the tail disappear, and you sort of try and carefully, but sort of like quickly, like jump through the foliage to catch sight of it again. Whereas Dove probably goes over and there's like an indoor little tree, and she'll just kind of jump, grab onto a branch and take a quick look around with her stealth, and you see enormous serpentine body disappearing near another clump of foliage about 20 feet away.
I'm gonna shoot it with my short bow.
Are you gonna climb onto the branch?
What did you say I'm doing? Do I need to?
You said you like ran, jump, held onto a branch with your arms to like get a vantage point or something.
Okay, I'm gonna do chill touch then, which doesn't need my hands. Which is a ranged attack.
One second.
Ooh. What is happening?
I don't know. She just raised her hand.
I'm just hanging on to my branch, just waiting.
Oh, I thought you were like dancing. I was like,
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, we could also dance.
and then you just like look down and you're like falling, like in the cartoon. Yeah.
Hey.
Flying.
Okay. Mhm. Blah.
I mean, I could go back to the short bow if that's easier.
No. Okay. What does chill touch do?
I create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range, and I don't have to see it. I just, it has to be within 120 feet of me, and I assail it with the chill of the grave, and it takes necrotic damage. It can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn, and then the hand clings to the target, and if it's undead, then it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Roll attack. Or it didn't attack. Just.
No, it's a ranged attack. Is it 15? Does 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Hey, do some damage.
And please roll me initiative, both of you.
Okay.
9 necrotic damage.
Nat 20 on initiative.
I got a 17.
Okay, 1 second.
Start rolling. You know what, digital dice? You never failed me. Well, no, you have failed me before.
I'm gonna say wait, but not today, huh?
No, not today.
Not today.
You know, you potentially could have shot one of Dahlia's favorite, like, snakes, you know?
Well, I'll apologize to her when we save her. And then we'll have a lot in common at that point, so.
Okay, so what did Dominic got a nat 20?
Yeah, for 24 in initiative.
And then Dove, what did you get?
17.
Okay. Okay, Dove, and how much damage did you do to it?
9 necrotic damage.
Nine necrotic damage. Okay. Anything else?
I mean, is this a surprise round?
Yes, you got a surprise round. So you see, what does it look like when your magic hits this snake?
I point my hand out, and similar to the situation last week, this like skeletal hand that's like obviously not a halfling hand kind of comes out, and at this point it has a little bit of like green, like magic stuff. Is like a green aura about it a little bit more. Up until this point, I think most of her magic has been colorless, but it's kind of turning a little green, and it's shooting out, and it goes into the bushes and grabs onto the whatever the beastie is.
You see what you thought was a large snake turn into a much larger beast than you first anticipated as it recoils where this ghostly hand grips into its scaly body, and you hear a and it starts pulling itself, coiling itself up. It is Dominic turn first.
Bonus action form of dread, real quick.
Okay.
I get covered in ghosts again. That's it.
Yeah. Let's see. Dominic holds out his flaming dagger right out in front of him. In his battle in a battle stance, legs out wide, hand out in front, flaming knife in the back, and he then extends out his left hand, and what you see is the spectral rose begin to rise from his palm. And this is this is the first time Dub has seen something like this, but it's like a crystalline rose, and then he just kind of twists his hand a little bit, and then just grasp it, and then it shatters in his hand, and his hand begins to bleed. He's going to amplify one of his features, one of his blood curses for his blood maledict. It's going to be a Curse of the Anxious. So the next Wisdom saving throw the target has to make, it has disadvantage. So, and that's going to cost him. Oh, just one health. So, not bad.
Yay! That's good.
And so,
Great.
So yeah. So once the rose crushes, blood begins to pour from a little bit of blood pours from his hand, but then it kind of just vaporizes and begins to swirl towards the snake, and the snake's eyes begin to kind of grow sickly. I think that's how I want to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
And
now you see the snake's face. What would normally be a cobra, kind of with like that sort of fanned head. Instead, it does have some of that, but it's got these horns that grow out from its head, curl around, and kind of create this like maiden diamond shape, curved diamond shape. This sort of spoon shape that is typical of a cobra, except it's got these horns protecting the sides of it. And
okay, guys, hear me out.
No.
What?
No, I'm like, hear me out.
Serpent?
Okay.
Oh no, Chantry, what happens? Chantry, DM, come.
I'm just describing the snake, what the snake looks like. You know what? It's a giant snake. That's still okay. Okay, and what happens? See, it's kind of dilating.
Sweet. And
okay.
Let's see. And then Dominic is then gonna go rush in and do some attacks. So he's gonna do just 2 attacks. Let's see. So first attack, 25.
That definitely hits.
Okay. So let's see, and then this is gonna be a +2. So that's gonna be 5 plus 2 fire damage.
Okay.
And then the next
so
attack.
it'll be 5, and then it will take 1 fire damage.
Okay. A 16.
16 hits.
Okay. And let's see, 6 plus 2 fire damage, so then it resists 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So 7 damage total.
And Let's see.
And what are you attacking it with? Your flaming dagger?
The dagger. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, is that his turn?
Yep.
A dove return.
Dang. Okay. I'm going to shoot it with my short bow.
Okay. You can definitely see it now. It has coiled and then risen itself up. So it is easily accessible and seen above the foliage. And it's not as thick as Dominic, but it is able to raise itself as tall as Dominic is standing.
I got an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. I got
Someone's saying the things chantry, okay?
Yep. 9 plus sneak attack.
I'm too queer for us to be fighting a snake.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? 5, so 14 total damage. That's
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you like to hit it?
I want to get it like in the neck. I'm aiming for the neck. Below its head. I don't know.
Okay, it's got these. It's in its fanned out head. On the wings, it sort of has these shapes that could look like eyes in most most cobras and stuff, but it looks like almost little flames. And you just bullseye one of those, so it sort of hits it in the neck on the side on one of its wings.
It now has to make a wisdom saving throw or else be afraid of me, which I believe it has disadvantage on. Yep.
Okay.
Teamwork!
Combo. Wombo.
Wow, I rolled a natural 19 plus 0. Oh, disadvantage. Okay.
Disadvantage, though.
That was a 7.
Failure. It is now afraid of me.
Okay.
Bonus action. No, I'm gonna stay here where it can see me. I'm gonna say I stood up on the branch to shoot.
Okay.
That's my
It is the cobra's turn. What were you gonna ask?
How far away am I from it?
If you're still by the tree, you're 20 feet away.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna stand right here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna stand right here. Be scared of me, that's all.
The cobra is going to take it's going to take a bite at you, Dominic.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Are we? The definition of the frightened condition is that the creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. So does it have disadvantage now?
Please roll me a d4 to see if the foliage is higher than dove.
No, I said I stood where it could see me. I said I.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Stood where it could see me. Yes.
Disadvantage on ability type. Okay, so I'll roll again. Oops. Good call. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, that still hits.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
now we know.
That was a good try. That's going to be 11 piercing damage as the snake, lightning fast, Now, Dominic, something happens as it's your turn right after this cobra bites you, and you feel these piercing daggers, essentially, of its fangs just pierce through your forearm right where your rose tattoo is. Now, what happens when the snake pulls back is the blood starts gushing and pumping out of these puncture wounds, but you feel suddenly a warm, fiery presence within yourself, almost making it like you're not alone. And the blood, some of the blood pumping out of these large holes in your forearm spreads up towards your hand, and as it drips down one of your fingers, your middle finger, suddenly, as the blood rushes off of it, what is left on your finger is a golden ring. And along the ring is a little carved snake, almost like a little just sort of wavy line decor around the edge. It's very simple. But this golden ring that you can roll me a history check to see if you know anything about what this might be.
The one ring to rule them all?
So close, but it's not that great. But at this moment, it could be that great.
Let's see. History check.
Lost dwarven
It's
ring.
basic. One ring. Rule them all.
Does it look a snake? Is it fey looking or at all?
What did you on your roll?
All right, we'll see. Yeah, I got an 8.
Oh no.
All right. You know what this thing is. As you go to attack, I'm assuming to attack Cobra.
Yeah.
It seems to shy back from you slightly as you move in closer to it.
What could that mean?
Interesting.
Are you attacking, or what are you doing?
Kill it.
I pause and I say, so it's like just diving back, like
It's sort of like hesitant and pulling back just slightly.
okay, it's hesitating on pulling back, so it doesn't want to like let me go or anything like that, or is that what you're saying?
You can roll me an insight check on the snake.
Okay, yeah. Let's see, inside. Yes. Yeah, inside. That's the way to go. Oh, nat 20.
Dang. Okay. You get the sense that the snake is conflicted. It wants to eat you for lunch, and yet this ring, of which the goddess herself seemed to drop on you in your moment of need, something about it the snake fears or respects, or it provides some sort of boundary. And you get the sense that you and Dove at this time are both protected from the snake. Dove for her own abilities, and you for this.
Yeah, Dominic's gonna say, Dub,
What?
this
Kill
snake-
it.
No, he's not gonna hurt me. I think
He
we
just
should
bit
just leave it
you.
alone. I know he's not gonna do that anymore. Like I said, I'll explain everything later. But you saw what I just did, right?
Yeah, what's happening? What?
I don't know.
Is that magic? You okay? Are you Dominic?
Yes, I am Dominic. I think, right?
That doesn't sound good. Prove it.
I'm in love with you.
Everyone says that. What? That could be anyone.
Oh yeah, who?
Just you. Okay, I guess that works. Okay.
Why do you sound so disappointed when you say
No,
that?
I don't know. It's been a weird day.
Oh, what is happening?
Okay. Well, look, we have to find Dahlia. I don't know how to speak with these with animals, so I think we should what do you think where were you taking me beforehand? Before we found this guy?
Wherever Honey was taking us to a new somewhere around the back.
Okay.
I know it's a little late, but you will find a picture of the Ashton Cobra on the handout screen, just with some slightly different.
Oh, is that what this is? Oh, got it. Whoa.
I mean, I was like, did I not say that already? I guess I didn't. Also, meh.
Also, no. Yeah, obviously. Okay. Okay, I'm scared this thing's gonna kill me the second I turn my ghosts off.
Oh, yeah, keep those on. But he's gonna point at the snake and say, go away. And yeah, that's it.
Does the snake go away?
Roll me a nature or more healing. Or
Okay,
Kana.
Yeah, we'll do animal handling. Dirty 20.
The snake does the same expression and movement that you see in the picture. It goes in sort of anger, and then it sort of flicks its forked tongue out, looks at you with these glowing eyes, pulls its neck back, reaches down, rips Dove's arrow from its neck, and sort of hisses and slithers away.
That's right. Run away from us.
And you hear, hurry!
Oh, that was Honey, I think. That's
Yeah,
what that
let's
was.
go.
Okay. Run.
Right, now I follow you.
I'm gonna ask you about this magic later when we have time. What's happening?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
Okay, Eleanor is going through the door!
I
It's such a cool scene!
Yep.
Nicholas, and then like
Let's
the
go.
camera pans over and you see through the breaking door around her and her Nicholas standing behind it like this. Ice sort of crystallizing on his palms. What you see is, because it's such a bare laboratory and it's darker in here, it's almost distinctively non-chaotic because everything is sort of simple hues, all these neutrals, silvery, dark gray tones, and yet that only makes the glowing greenish gray eyes of this monstrous demon horse, a flaming red of woman lying on the ground, much brighter. And as you jump through the door, Eleanor, you see this kelpie, this undead kelpie with flesh sagging of it, and its body open where they've been investigating and studying it. You see it push up on its curled fish tail, push itself up almost similar to a cobra snake, and rear its clawed hoofs, its front sort of demonically finger-like hoofs to stamp on red-haired Aiden. And I will give you and Nicholas a surprise round before you roll initiative.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Get her, Eleanor! Get her!
Sir. Split second. Obviously, I can see it's the Kelpie, and it looks nasty, right? Could I, knowing the kind of things that are happening within Regencia, especially within the families, especially as it pertains to necromancy, right? Assume that this is being powered similarly to, say, Lucy?
Closer than nothing. You can roll me an Arcana check if you'd like.
25.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a plus 10. I have expertise.
What is exact action again? Is it the same match as keep using Lucy?
Yeah. Like, so if I dispelled magic like I did with Lucy, would it have a similar effect? I.e. same.
You think it is different, though still undead resurrection of some sort. Lucy was more of an animated body because her soul was trapped from leaving, whereas this seems like new necrotic life had been given to the monster. It's not wholly different, but it's not wholly similar either.
To cast catapult at it. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Cast it at 2nd level.
Didn't you use this on the Kelpie originally, too?
I did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't expect us to go into combat. I came utility based today. So.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Okay, dex saving throw, that's going to be that's going to be a 13.
Fails. Sick. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
8. That's 18 points of force damage, I believe, or bludgeoning damage. Sorry. Would I be able to throw something so heavy? It's only 5 pounds. I want to try and knock it back, just for flavor wise.
I mean, something 5 pounds catapulted could still be nasty.
Let me see if I have anything that could up that. I don't think it can. Bummer.
So how much damage?
It was 18. I did have a question.
Yes.
When we fought it the first time, was there any damage type that seemed to be more effective against it?
Yeah. Give me a history check with advantage to recall this.
19. Or sorry, 16.
You don't think poison or psychic damage will do anything to this
Okay.
creature, especially with it being undead. You also remember that any sort of cold or fire damage done to it seemed to like barely have the effect you wanted.
Okay. There was nothing that seemed to be more effective.
I'm gonna let you remember that as you're the wizard, the knowledge-based person. Acid and slashing
Seemed to do more.
were the most effective.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Because I don't think that I have anything.
If only you had a dagger to slash it with.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep it bludgeoning because I don't have. Okay, yep. So 18 bludgeoning damage. I'm just gonna try and put all of my oomph that I got in there, try and knock it back.
You could even use a piece of the frozen door. As you jump through, you just kind of take one that's falling and
It's kind of it's the most athletic thing that like anyone has ever seen Eleanor do. She like jumps into the room, is still at a run, and kind of like turns and like pulls a chunk of the door as she's turning, and like with all of her might into the spin, kind of just like sends the piece of the door careening at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
18's a lot for the catapult spell,
Yeah.
I feel like. So it's rearing its head, and as you see on the handout screen, this there's been a few different pictures of our kelpie creature here,
So gross.
but it's sort of open maw and almost hippo-like saber-toothed teeth are reaching out with its kind of dead glowing eyes, and you just hit it square sort of right here, and the door, still frozen, cracks and shatters on its body as it goes and it gets sort of pummeled back. You know, have you guys ever seen when giraffes fight each other with their necks? Just like whoa!
So metal.
And it's like subtle. It's like that on neck. It just sort of like
It's like they're moshing, but to fight each other. They're
yeah,
actually
it's
trying to
crazy.
fight.
Anything else?
I don't think I really have bonus actions as a wizard. Nope.
You can tell, I'll say before your turn is over, that Dahlia is conscious.
Okay.
But
Cool.
she
You can
looks
see
at
how
you,
cool I
and you see like a scratch down the like across her face, and she's gushing blood, and she's got some like marks on her and dirt, and she doesn't look amazing right now.
Okay.
She looks amazing, but like she doesn't look great.
You got to see how cool I was. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Also, she's alive.
She's a yes. Nicholas, you're free act for initiative.
So Nicholas is going to use 1 sorcery point to conjure ice chains and 3 sorcery points to heighten it, so the Kelpie has to roll with disadvantage on a dex save.
Let's go, Nicholas.
To restrain it.
Hey.
Well, dynamic.
Do you first?
No, you roll a dex save.
Okay, is coming in your hand? They coming on the ground or what does it look like?
So Nicholas is using the ice from the door and literally wrapping them along the ground around Dahlia, and as they come up, they sort of solidify into these manacles that'll pull the Kelpie's claws back to its chest, like it's a prisoner, like you saw at the Tower of Gore.
Okay. And I roll at disadvantage.
Correct.
What kind of saving throw?
Dexterity, because I spent a shit ton of sorcery points on it.
You did.
Yeah.
It was awesome, though.
Again, 13.
So he is
Advantage. Sorry. Okay, see. Good to know. Duff four.
Oh,
He
your
is
weakness.
still restrained.
Of course.
So Nicholas will conjure these chains and hold it down and tell Eleanor, he's restrained. Make your move quickly.
As you wrap around this kelpie and it pulls it to the ground, as it had kind of pushed itself up snake-like onto its back like fishtail, and the chains pull it down, you hear a snap. Almost, and you see the end of its tail go. And you can tell that the spine portion in the tail just broke from the weird angle and pressure, sort of like a stress fracture break. And the kelpie rears its head and shrieks, not horse-like, not anything natural, but this wailing scream. And Dahlia kind of goes like this on the ground as it screams in front of her, and kind of it looks like it could hit her as it's writhing and getting pulled and restrained, but it gets pulled in tight with the manacles. So you tell Eleanor it's restrained.
It's restrained, and to make your move quickly while I can hold it.
Okay, roll me initiatives.
Let's go. Come on, lucky blue dice. Come on.
I love Eleanor. How'd the blue dice do, friend?
I don't know. I lost it. Oh, a 17. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah!
Oh shoot. I literally could not find it. Okay.
Nicholas?
18.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Okay, Nicholas.
I'm gonna make my first.
Nicholas, you're first, then Eleanor, then the Blue Mets, then the Kelpie.
Oh, I forgot they were here. Cool. I thought we were gonna take this on ourselves.
Okay, let's see.
It's actually only Ruby and
Nicholas
Heather.
is going. Nicholas is going to cast the spell that made him real nauseous last time. But he is going to spend a sorcery point to careful cast it to avoid Dahlia, as he casts a fireball centered on the Kelpie.
Let's go, baby! I love it.
But it'll be ice damage, which at this level
ice ball
surpasses any cold resistance the creature has.
Sick.
It does?
It does.
Ooh, okay.
So a dex saving throw from the creature.
And is he getting he's grappled, right? Or is that different than restrained? Creature speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls disadvantage. Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Shoot, what for? Oh, it was. Do I think of Okay, dexing throw. Oh, that's a 14 with advantage.
Should fail.
28. That's going to be 30 points of cold damage.
Yes! Holy cannoli.
I'm just Nicholas's biggest hype man in this game.
So this Kelpie rears its head, and where more before you can see picture, it's more toned, doesn't it? Its skin and its blood is spot, and it sort of shrieks as this explosion of ice hits it, and you just see large portions of its body, like one of its full-armed hoof limbs, just blows off, and part of a giant chunk out of its tail just gets obliterated, and its insides, its kind of gooey, rotted muscles and things just sort of, and it rears and shrieks, and one of the ice chains actually breaks from its writhing in agony as it takes that damage from you, Nicholas. Anything else?
Okay, one second. I can fix it.
You don't have to do anything else. I was just asking.
I'm going to fix it. Sorry, one lost me. 2 sorcery points to quicken spell.
Let's go.
Ronheim's psychic land.
Let's go.
So I need an intelligence saving throw from the creature. And instead of psychic damage, it is cold damage.
One thing.
And that's one of your things. It changes it to cold damage.
Any spell Nicholas learns, he can change the energy type to cold.
Dang, that's crazy.
Because
I
of
can only
your-
do it 3 times.
Because of your subclass,
Bloodline,
right?
yeah.
Okay. What is this again? An intelligence saving? No. What is it?
Intelligence saving throw.
That is a 6. Oh, yeah, 16.
How smart is this Kelpie?
Apparently very smart.
Really, 16 smart.
It'll pass.
I've been rolling
but
high.
It's gonna take half damage.
For sure
Now-
these are the bomb.
If you change the damage type, you said at the level you're at, people can't or things can't gain any benefits from their resistance to cold, or you just cast the first spell at such a high level?
No, so at level 6, any cold damage Nicholas does surpasses cold resistance.
Okay, so his cold resistance won't come into effect at all from you.
It's real cold.
It's
It's
real
real
cold.
cold.
It's dry
It's real
ice
cold.
at this point,
Or
with a little spritz of salt.
It makes it
that's-
really cold.
24, 28,
It's like really cold. You can't like
So
get
cold.
over from it.
36 points of cold damage.
Dang!
But he passed, so it's halved.
Yes, so he only's gonna take half.
Okay,
Of these 6.
18.
18.
Thank you.
So as this ice manacle breaks, Nicholas will twist and manipulate it into like this ice spike and drive it through the creature's ear, hoping to stun it. But it does not work.
Okay. You're close to it. You can just barely reach its ear as it sort of rears its head down on one side. Eleanor, it's your turn.
Okay. As much as I would like to take this thing out, that's not what this mission is about.
Maybe
Okay.
not for you.
I'm like, how far away? Before I do my cool thing?
You're like 30 feet.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for this. Okay. I run, and like once I get within like 5-10 feet, I'm going to slide until I can like grab onto Dahlia, and I'm gonna dimension door us out of there. Kind of like drop us through the floor almost.
Very smooth.
Isn't that cool? That's so cool.
Oh, that's very
and
cool.
I'm just going to dimension door us to like the door essentially. Like just so like the family is in front of us. Like we've got like kind of a
Barriers.
barrier between us. But yeah, so I slide and kind of like grab around her to like protect her from like the Kelpie attack or all of Nicholas's crazy exploding ice magic, and then I'll just like drop through the floor and we turn out kind of in the same position but at the door, like off to the side.
Please roll me an acrobatics check with advantage You get advantage for romance.
Okay. What was it? Acrobatics? 15.
Okay, that's
God.
plenty.
Okay.
You run, you slide, you grab onto your lady love, and you guys just like you go on a toboggan slide. You just go and then you just disappear through the floor.
Yeah, it's like I imagine like the door essentially like opens up underneath of us.
Yeah,
But the way the
totally.
magic works, it's like weird reality bending kind of thing. So we just end up on the floor. There.
Dove and Dominic, roll me initiative rolls.
So cool, guys.
That was
Look
really cool,
on!
both of you.
Good job,
Wow.
y'all.
It was awesome.
What was that, Dominic?
22.
Wow.
Digital dice.
Oh no.
Doing their thing.
Dangerous.
Dominic and Dove, because you just rolled over a 20 each, you get jump to the before Lumet before the helping. On the side of Dominic, up here, large be Dove's ear. Through a side or the observatory, just open and run in, and immediately guys see of Nick stand there, hands stretch it to help be a ice in his hand, ice chains around it as the Kelpie eyes in furious horror. And see Heather Ruby in the back, Ruby with eyes wide, and Heather with a beautiful elven-looking rose vine created bow with flowers guarding it, and an arrow that she's starting to knock, seemingly come out of nowhere. Dominic, that's Heather.
God, she's so cool, and I think I know what bow that is, which is even cooler.
Dominic, you guys are about 25 feet from the restrained undead beast. You get to go first.
So, just to get a better picture of where it is in comparison to where we are, right? So 25 feet. Now, is this like on the same floor? Is it one floor higher?
Same floor, and it's sort of like you guys came through the door and it's directly 25 feet ahead of you, and the other group came in at an exactly perpendicular side, and so it's like a graph, and right where the right corner is the Kelpie. So you guys are kind of coming at it completely perpendicular.
Okay. What did we say about like flanking rules? Since Nicholas is like this right in front of it, right?
I feel like I told you guys what I usually tell my groups. I said I always forget about flanking, and it's so seldom used that I don't usually count it unless you specifically spell it out and ask for it. Then I'm open.
Sweet. Then yeah.
But give me story of the flanking.
I'm sorry?
But give me the story of the flanking.
Yeah, so I see my little brother tackling this, or not tackling this thing, but like, metaphorically tackling this thing. And, I go into, Dominic goes into big brother mode. He begins to dash, he dashes into action, and then he does like a power slide, trying to close the distance, right? Trying to get the back legs, and he
like half knee, half stretched legs, sort of like half back bend sort of thing.
Yeah, and then he's going to try to trip it up with a trip attack, trying to topple it by slashing its Do horses have Achilles tendons? If so, we're doing that.
Well, it doesn't have back legs. It's got the tail. And I'll say, from the look of it, one, it's about as far down to the floor as it can get with its bulk and the weird bending of its body because of the restraining chains. And also, you get this feeling that even though it is beyond life and it is already dead, you feel like its permanent demise is so close. Almost like there's this spiritual sense in your bosom that is like urging you to eradicate this thing from the earth.
Okay, so then, feeling that urge, he's going to still do the power slide because I think it's pretty cool, and he's going to spring up and then just kind of try to bisect it by just like raising his fist into the air, kind of like Street Fighter, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna go with that.
And like with your sword, you're gonna try to. Is that bad?
With my dagger, yeah.
With your dagger, okay.
Yeah, I got a nat 20.
Nice. Okay. What kind of? What are we looking at?
So we got 11 plus 4 fire damage.
And it's resistance to fire, so that will be 11 plus 2.
Okay.
And then you double it.
Oh, and then we're also adding the 1d8 for the Battle Master maneuver.
Okay, so that'll be 26 plus the 1d8. What do you get on that?
5.
With 31 damage to this undead monstrosity, what does it look like as its necrotic spirit gets ripped from its body?
Yeah, so making sure no one else should get hurt, he slides in and he just springs up and kind of just brings his dagger, digs into it, and you just see all this like decaying vines just kind of just like kind of just burn away, and just leaving a trail of char along its backside, and yeah, it just kind of like cuts it in half, and yeah, I think
I'm gonna say as you finish sweeping up through the body too, its eyes sort of just pop with like a juicy grape kind of vibe, and fire sort of just from its sockets for a second.
Oh yeah.
And then it collapses even more mushy and crumpled than it seemed like it could even possibly go, and the ice chains sort of try and almost Venus flytrap just pull it even closer to the ground, and suddenly the body starts ripping and popping apart as the ice chains just rip through it. And you guys are out of combat.
You guys kept that thing? You kept it?
Well, yes. Eleanor wanted it studied.
That's so funny, I forgot you didn't know.
Eleanor sent it here to be studied, yeah.
When's it gonna come back alive again? Kill it again. Let's keep killing it. I'm gonna go over and like stab it some more.
I mean, you know what? I don't even say anything to them. I ignore everything they say.
I
enough to be like.
hold Dove
like,
back and
mean.
like.
Come here.
Yeah,
I
hold
check on
Dove
Dahlia.
back. It's like, hey, it's over.
Okay, I turn off my ghosts.
You shouldn't have your ghosts on in polite company, Dove. Necromancy's still frowned on.
I don't think it's necromancy. That's a
Tell that
conversation.
to people.
Your bokeh dead faces like sucked back in through your mouth.
Tell that to the onlookers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I pull out like a handkerchief and I start kind of like
Cleaning her up.
cleaning away the blood. Yeah.
Oh.
You
I
don't
can't
have
prestidigitation.
prestidigitation?
Oh, wait.
Dolly, instead of weeing like spam some as like gap us their face very wheelie style from here to there.
Hear me out.
She sort of like bravely wipes the teeth that keep coming, and she's like. Do you think the whole carcass is gone? Do you think any of it is salvageable?
Please don't. I don't think that's what we should be focusing on right now. And Eleanor
How
kind of looks
often
over
do
her
we come
shoulder.
across a kelpie?
A kelpie that came back to life and almost killed you.
It's just such a cool specimen.
I don't. Eleanor's just gonna draw her in. Kind of just sitting on the floor. Kind of pulls her in.
She's like
Eleanor has
crying
met
into your
her
shoulder.
mate.
I know. It was a very, very interesting specimen.
She goes, I'll never study a kelpie again, probably. My face hurts so much.
I know. I'm sorry. And she kind of just like pulls her back and like kind of just like cups her cheeks to the very, very pretty face.
Nicole, I keep calling her Nicole. Heather will rush back to her daughter and you. But one person stays standing in the room, and you'll see a picture of her on the handout screen.
Oh, Ruby.
She's wearing this dress, except it is a like sunset fuchsia color, and she's standing there, and she's just like,
Dominic, your fiance's here.
Definitely not.
Let it go.
Please.
and she just sort of walks over towards the kelpie carcass, like doesn't notice it at all, and she's like dragging her feet kind of so that her hips are like swaying, and she's sort of goes over, and she's like, that was so brave.
Yes, brother, you were
No.
amazing. So manly. Ruby.
Thank you.
Wasn't he
Let me-
so manly? It was
And she'll pull from her bodice, and she says, "Have my ex holding but with."
Yeah, she
No.
does.
You know, brother, since
Nope.
You wouldn't
admire the
would
fact
you?
that I am so manly, let me give you a few pointers. Over there.
Nicholas will summon a nice wall between him and Ruby and Dominic just to give them some privacy.
Oh, Ruby,
So mean.
Ruby, Dominic's he suffered an injury to the head a minute ago. I don't think he's hearing very well. I think you'll have to speak
Who
up.
cares? I've never seen a man so masculine and handsome.
You gotta talk louder so he can hear you.
Why are you entertaining this?
I love this.
I have a quill. I can get a quill. Will please put your name calling card?
Wait.
Yeah, Dominic,
this is-
put your name on
is-
her card.
is
Sign that line.
DM, this is Ruby, right?
This is Ruby.
Not
Okay.
Lily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Where did you even get a calling card? You're not out this season.
I don't need to tell anyone.
Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way, brother.
No, we talked about this.
I'm so happy to family support. And just with this one and Jared does.
Fully in support of this. Yep.
Fully. Cheers.
Sorry. I'm gonna lean in and just whisper in Ruby's ear. I've already signed your sister's card.
Do I hear this?
Oh, buddy.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Oh. Dominic.
Oh, what kind of check? It's a tough
Yeah,
one.
I whispered this. I said I whispered.
You did. Nobody else is gonna be able to hear it.
Roll intimidation. All right, I'm gonna use one of my battle master maneuvers to roll 1d8 alongside this. So let's see, we got a 18 plus a 1d8. So I'm feeling good. 22.
She rolled an 18 plus 2.
Dang,
Yeah.
That battle master.
I was really holding out for her.
You guys see Dominic lean in and you hear, and you see her not move as their heads are next to each other.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
that'll
she
do it.
just
Loves you.
teenage girl slaps you across the cheek.
Mean.
And turns on her heel and stomps out of the room.
Oh no, don't leave, Ruby. Don't go.
They're averted.
What did you say to her?
I'm not sure that's a aversion, brother. That's a disaster.
Well, so pretty much, I told her that her sister has my number on her calling card. So
Hey, Dove. You want to help me steal Pegasus?
Yeah.
talk about it
Okay.
instead.
What?
Would you rather talk about it instead?
No, I don't like talking about things. Why would I talk about things? Let's go steal a Pegasus.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Hate horses, but let's do it. Maybe flying horses are better.
Flying horses are way better, friend.
Well.
Brother. You make life so difficult for yourself. Why?
You're the one that put an ice wall around me.
Yeah, I was teasing you. You're the one who stole my kill. And he's just gonna like tap Dominic's face. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go steal Pegasus.
Alright.
Technically, you did get the kill first, so.
I know, but it was still my kill.
And you're.
I wanted the undead one too.
What about whose calling card?
Okay, this is not where I wanted this to go. You two talk. I'm gonna go visit Lolly. And Nicholas gonna walk away.
Alright. It was Lily's calling card. We had a discussion, and she helped. We talked about our upbringings and stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys probably have a lot in common, upbringing-wise and interaction-wise. I'm happy for you.
Now hold on. Can I? You know what? I'm gonna roll insight to see.
Buddy, there's no need for that.
Oh,
That's pretty
alright.
plain. That's
Okay.
pretty obvious, but
Alright.
Maybe Dominic isn't as.
Roll insight, go for it.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, 30-20. Even the dice decide that. Okay.
No, there's sarcasm in there for sure. I'm not even gonna roll
Okay.
against it.
And what else? Give us a good, clear description of what dawns on Dominic as he gets this dirty 20 insight.
He sees, so when Dove says like similar upbringings, there's maybe some feelings there, some upset feelings coming through when Dove says that. And then when she says, "I'm happy for you guys," you kind of see her like shut it back down. Like, I'm
Disassociating.
trying. That's yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Now hold on. I think you're reading too much into this. All right. We just had a nice conversation. I learned how to, do this, and then, he waves like the flaming dagger. She doesn't know about it. You were the first person to see it. I wanted to show you it. And so,
Okay, that's kind of that's like a show, a kid's show. Like, this is like the most spell.
like,
I'm sorry.
you were
I mean to interrupt.
you were the first person to see, I guess, my own magic. But the whole name on the calling card thing. Yeah. Just I don't know. I thought I could have a friend, and you know, if you decided that if you didn't, you know, if you didn't want to be with me, or if you were ashamed of me, or
You're just already setting up for your next
yeah,
person to tell that you're in love with them. You're just preparing.
not to tell them that I'm in love with them, but like I said before, I'm not going to wait forever, for your answer.
Dominic, I kissed you yesterday.
And then not too long after, you wanted to keep it private, Everyone was sharing their unique, like their wonderful
We
experience.
haven't even talked about that. You told your whole family before you talked to me about it.
Because I thought I was sure that it was a done deal, and I guess it's not. Where is it? I mean, what are we?
I was the first person to show you my home, the place I grew up, the orphanage.
Yeah.
And you chewed me out afterwards about not doing more for I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we are because I don't know. This is not the place to do this. This is not the time to do this.
No, I think we should. I mean, I want to know.
I don't fit in your world, Dominic.
You don't, yeah. You're right. And let me tell you another thing. You and I are very different, but that's what I like about you. You're not me, you know? So, and I think you're the most amazing person I've ever met. I think I know that when I said I love you, it's not only because I think I think of the world of you, of all the things you've done for me, but I do think you can make me a better person.
Do you?
Yeah.
I just wonder if you know who I am. I wonder if I know who I am sometimes.
I mean, if I can give an attribute, I would say you're very loving to a fault. And that's a good thing. At least I think. You care a lot. I'm lucky to have known someone like you.
No, I feel like you're already backing out. You're making
Me?
plans.
I'm not making any plans.
I gotta think about this one.
Like I said before, I'm waiting on your answer. I told you how I felt. And if you're not ready to give it, I I understand.
I'm not good with words.
I know.
I'm not good with people. I'm not good with talking about myself and my feelings one-on-one, let alone in front of a large group. Even if they're people I know and I care about. I'm not.
Do you mind holding out your hand? And he'll take a piece of lavender that he took from the Blue Mat's house, and he'll place it in your hand and say, a very special person once told me that this relieves a lot of stress. Now this isn't the exact piece because the other piece died. I don't have a green thumb, but it's, you might not know what to say, but your actions speak louder than words. And it's these little things that you do that mean the whole world to me. And that's why I love you. So I'll always look out for you, regardless.
And Dove doesn't. She doesn't know what to say, but she looks at the lavender and she says, "It hasn't been as good at warding off unwanted young lady suitors, though." Is it?
No, but I think you'll do a great job of that.
I think I owe you a lot of bread.
What do you mean?
No, I gotta. It's nothing.
I gotta go.
No,
I gotta go.
no. Hold on. Are you telling me you're the reason I'm out of bread?
Nicholas, you need help with that horse.
No.
And Dove wanders off.
He's so gone. He's so already gone.
Snake. We need to worry about the snake now.
Dove, what are we?
I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Should we tell people about the snake, though? That feels important.
He just waves his flaming dagger. I think this as well. I think.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one too.
Eleanor might know a few things about it.
Oh, and I have a fairy patron also, by the way.
What
We'll
are
talk
those?
about it. What are those?
What are those?
Yes, one word or two word. Oh, fairy patron.
Fairy
Wait, what?
We'll talk.
Okay.
I think we've been talking for too long now.
Yeah.
Brooklyn's getting nervous. We'll pan over to Nicholas real quick. Nicholas, you go and find Lolly in her stable, and she's very anxious looking. She's stamping, and her wings are kind of brought up like this, and she's sort of snorting and bucking a little bit against the door when you reach her.
Oh, what's the matter, girl? Nicholas will find like an apple or something and kind of try and calm her down.
Yeah, roll me an animal handling check with advantage for the apple, and because you've had a good plastic experience with her.
Okay. That is.
Dang, didn't I save the... Oh, I do the picture. Look at the hand screen, the lobby. So beautiful.
That would be a 21.
Okay. She immediately, like, smells the apple, takes the apple, and then does her little coy, covers her mouth as she chews it with her wing.
Such a lady as always, Lolly.
You see her tail, her, like, beautiful fan tail just sort of flicking.
Uh, Eleanor would not approve of you stealing a Pegasus, but Dove would. As he's clad in like stolen relics.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember how the assistant got Lolly out to go for a ride last time.
Yeah, I don't know that you necessarily did much with the saddle yourself, but you saw where you guys went to get to kind of like an outdoor patio landing platform, essentially. Yeah.
So Nicholas will do his best to get the saddle on.
Okay, please roll me another animal handling check with disadvantage since you were not the one to put it on the first time. And you've never sat. Well, you know what? I'll give it to you a normal roll because you guys are House Sterling masters of horses. So that should help a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay, that's a 16.
You are fairly certain that it won't slip off mid 200
Good
feet in
ride.
the air and kill you.
That's fair. And he'll like pet Lolly and say, "There's someone I want to introduce you to." And he's gonna get on Lolly and ride towards the Starmont's house.
Yup. I knew it. I knew it.
Hey.
um, are you taking a direct flight there?
Evens yes, odds no. Yeah, we're going directly there.
You fly right over, even through somewhat, the impressive and ominously beautiful Shadowbee turrets as you cross the Castle Shadowbee, as you head from the menagerie across to the Stormont's home, which is
Just
conveniently right next to your own.
yeah. So as he crosses like the Shadowbee like turrets and towers, it just reminds him of what he talked to Gale about. And that being honest with Gale is going to be a first. Like for Nicholas, he's going to willingly trust someone with his secrets that's not Eleanor.
I need to roll as you cross over castle show be
Okay.
a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not great at those. Actually, not bad. 19 plus 2 is a 21. Can't do much better than that.
As you cross over the turrets, the world, almost like you went through an invisible curtain, becomes night. And a great moon is hanging in the sky, and the air is cold, but a warm breeze gusts up underneath Lolly, and her wings sort of pick it up and take you on a turbulent sort of roller coaster. And then as you get past some of the turrets, it's like you pass through this veil, this dream, and you're back in the sunlight and the city of Donlin as it is. And you can continue on towards the Stormont Manor.
I'm gonna have to talk to Eleanor about that later.
Speaking of Eleanor, you are there with Dahlia specifically, but you are also nearby Heather, Ruby, Frankincense, and Lily, who are all both tending and catering to Dahlia with you and also to Master Feanor, who Finch is still very upset about, and they are trying to save his life, essentially. He has what looks like dark veins creeping up his neck, and as minutes go by, they are inching further and further. And as his robes are pulled away, there is a tear through the beautiful fabric. And you guys they've pulled his robes away, and there are 2 large puncture wounds that looks like it got between ribs. And Lily started tearing up. She has been doing many miraculous things, crushing poulticed herbs between her palms. Frankincense has been doing some pretty cool magical things, and they say that they have gotten the poison. They have kept the poison from spreading for the moment. And then Countess Heather, Lady Heather Blumet, is kneeling there by her daughter with you, and it took like a minute to give out a bunch of tasks to all of her little woodland creatures who all like scattered. And she's sitting there. She's rubbed her daughter's kissing her cheeks, and go around like she Disney plus kind of pull up like a shift bat, and she plucking plants and flowers near a Flora.
Eleanor will like kind of like make sure Dahlia's okay for a second, and she'll kind of like sheepishly come up to Lady Heather, like, is there anything I can do to help?
You are here, and you saved her. So when you jumped the door, that baby was about to cry. She gripped shoulder. You are brave, and God, Eleanor north you. And don't worry, my friends will be back in a minute. And she kneeled down, laid her little bouquet she gathered through a little bit, for the four cleep off all pedal puts them to a pile and says, "It could you these things auto breathe cloth. We need to drain and squeeze the oil out of the petals." And then she'll lay a thin stem from a beautiful flower. Sort of has very thin purple petals all over, kind of like fuzzy, almost like a dandelion, but like a daisy and a dandelion had a purple baby. And she lays the stem of it that has what looks almost like thorns, but they're soft. They're these little tiny offshoots all over the stem. And she lays that across her daughter's face. And she starts whispering and says, "As soon as you can get some of that strained, that would be helpful."
I pull out like another
That's hilarious.
like another handkerchief because it needs to be breathable. This is about as breathable. Actually, no, I already used mine on Dahlia's face. So I'll take one of the daggers that Dove gave me.
Yeah.
And I'll cut part of like my sleeve off. Like I'll take off like my waistcoat and take part of my sleeve.
Okay. So she'll instruct you to crush and try and bruise the petals as much as possible over a piece of sleeve.
Like you slap mint to release the oil.
Yes. Like you're at a cocktail bar.
Yeah.
And that she will tell you to run water through it and soak the whole poultice so that it can be squeezed across Dahlia's face.
Okay. I'll go find some water somewhere, and then I'll come back.
Can't magic water?
I can't. I literally just looked. I cannot.
A guy who can just flew away on a horse.
Don't you worry.
Yeah.
No, I cannot. I'll use like my mage hand to grab maybe there's like a pitcher of water somewhere.
Yeah. We'll say that Lily had already acquired some water to help Master Feanor, so you can borrow some of that water.
Yeah, I borrow some water.
So you mage hand that over, and you get the whole poultice of petals and water soaked through, but you keep as much held in the poultice as possible. And she'll take it from you and twist the top, wrap it around so that it's going to be as compact as possible. And then she just squeezes it across the slash on her face. And there's still that flower stem laying in the wound, and Dahlia's just sort of silently tearing as it's still very painful. And you see as Heather sort of whispers some things and keeps squeezing this petal nectar, the skin starts pulling together and reaching for this stem, and the little tiny offshoots from this stem that look like thorns start to become the only thing able to see, and then eventually just the very thin line of that stem. It looks pretty much like a plant suture. There's she's been like sewn together by the fibers of the plant itself, and it's very beautifully pulled together. There's still that dark green line across the face, but it's been tightly and evenly pulled in. And Heather will stop and drop just kind of the wrung out poultice, and she'll kiss her daughter's forehead and say, "There, my dear, you just need some rest. There might be a bit of scarring, but everything will be fine. You're fine. Eleanor here saved you. Her and her family." And she'll smile at you, and then she'll give her daughter another kiss, and then get up and go and try and help with Master Feanor.
Did it seem like, specifically Heather, because she seems to be the one who knows, like, has the most, like, knowledge base and power base, did she seem confident that they were going to be able to save him?
She hasn't really been able to look at him yet.
Okay.
Leave him. Make out with your woman.
Like, it's not the right time.
Every kiss. Ow, ow, ow. Ow,
Yeah.
my face.
You know what? How far are we from Master Feanor?
Oh, he's like 15 feet away on the other side of the pathway. You guys are by the shadow door, like I said, 20 feet away or something. The door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll turn to her and be like, "Do you wish to see him, or would you like to stay here? What do you need?" He's been injured very badly, but your family is doing everything that they can.
Is he going to die?
Cannot say. Cannot tell you one way or another, and I would not lie to you.
Help me. I must go to him.
She'll help her up.
He'll lean on as you walk over to him.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll take her over.
What? Are you
Nothing. The dying old man is stepping on my toes. I forgot about him, to be honest. A lot happened. A lot happened.
The high old man is.
I forgot. He's stepping on my toes. But yeah, Eleanor takes her over because she's very caring.
You're like just an NPC.
No, I'm just a callous individual, not like Eleanor. She's so sweet. She's so very nice and takes Dahlia over to see him.
Of course.
Yep. How's he doing? Does he look any better?
Is he healed yet?
Yeah, is he healed yet? He's gotta last a little longer.
About 10 minutes later. Lee, who's sort of eating wop of with your five says. If there's anything else we can do. Master Feanor, so sorry. Dahlia's here, and so is Finch. Finch hasn't left your side. And Dahlia will sort of stumble down onto her knees next to him, across from Finch. And she will sort of lean down and hug herself to this old elf who looks surprisingly unconcerned and says, "Oh, Master Feanor, you've been like a father to me. You're the only person who believed and has shared my passion. I've learned so much from you. If you die, what will you do? And the elf will raise a hand, and she'll take it, and he says, I am old, and I am not sad to go. I meant it when I said that I want you to be my successor. You must look after Finch now, and all of our beloved creatures. If I'm to go, going because of an infamous Ashton Cobra is pretty epic. You must tell your family to let the poison go. For I'm in great pain, and I will pass soon if it's allowed to spread. I love you. Love you, darling. I love you. And he pat her face like an old grandpa does to his granddaughter. And Dahlia will grasp his hand and reach over and flinches his hand and look at Lee and frankincense and give a nod. And Lee will sniffle, cover mouth, and low of ever make they had a hold on him. And you guys can see as he has his duck and of wow of the research laboratory and can see walk on this skull around this incredible person. You guys see the dark veins sort of creep up and disappear as they get to his head, and you see his eyes sort of widen a bit, and within a minute his breathing stops and his eyes take on a glassy glazed look. And Dahlia bends down and kisses his forehead and just cries on his chest. Not in despair, but in mourning. And we're going to stop there tonight because I worked an 11-hour day and I have to work at 6 a.m. And because we've got some really awesome big things to jump into next week with Nicholas's life decisions. Also, I want to give an official recorded shout out to my friend Schmagmatis, who often is the author of lots of our CM Carver articles and some certain parts of the world building intrigue, such as the creator of the Ashton Cobra and some of the really cool features that we might learn more about that we got to see some today. But most importantly, this episode, they wrote that incredible letter to Nicholas.
Oh boy.
And I told them I wanted to use it in today's episode, and so I did a rush order on it basically, and he was able to finish it today for me.
That's awesome. Good job, dude.
And it was pretty great. So
I was gonna say that one
Oh,
letter
man.
turned Nicholas's world like upside down. Cause like Nicholas is like, I found Gale. Gale likes me. I like Gale. He'll farm. I'll play music. We'll be happy together. Now the freaking crown is involved.
Have you at 200?
just on the recordings, I'm always the lowest. That's obnoxious to have the DM be the lowest.
Yeah. But it's not that big of a deal.
Okay. I think we're
Our massive fan base hasn't complained yet, so I think we're probably okay.
Well.
Well, our
Give
poor
it
fan
time.
base that was in Ukraine and Russia.
Can't listen to us anymore.
They haven't
Yeah.
been able to listen to us ever since M took over the music.
Moji!
Suck
Bye.
that broom.
I mean,
Okay.
I can stop the music.
No.
No,
Never.
please don't.
Never.
Would Edwin dye a green cloak black? So it's less recognizable as a holy relic.
You would not. You wouldn't dare. You horrible little thing.
Oh my
He's
god.
walking around wearing a relic from the church.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's woven with sacred plants.
I know.
Every
Oh my
strut
gosh.
just crushes Dominic's soul.
Yeah. Don't read his journal. I'm guessing it's real depressing.